Family friendly.
Well, that's so fun.
Hey, it wasn't my rules. Talk to Jen and Jess.
Yeah, we don't want to make Ken mad.
Yeah, if I was home, there's no way we'd keep it family friendly.
All right, it looks like we are live, I think.
Yeah, that's for sure, CK.
Guys,
I've been in enough of your campaigns to know that for a fact.
guys, I believe we are live now.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the Royal Dragoon Guard Extra Life event. We'll be running all weekend. You can't see my pretty face because it would break my camera. I'm the narrator of tonight's session. We'll be playing The Hero's Journey, 2nd edition, which is a little fantasy role-playing game that I wrote and published, along with Gallant Knight Games. If you like it and want to buy it, that's cool. I like paying my bills. If you don't like it, that's okay. Not everything's not for everybody. But tonight we will be playing the adventure Beastspeaker, Birdsinger, which will be appearing in the upcoming Adventures and Interludes supplement. I'm the GM. My name's James Spawn, and I will run down the line and ask everyone to introduce themselves and state who they're playing. And we will start with a legend in the industry, a living legend, I think is a safe statement to say, Mr. Dennis Astaire. Sorry, Dr. Dennis Astaire.
Hi, I am playing a halfling yeoman with a farmer background. His name is Bob the yeoman.
And next we have Professor Josh Wilder.
Yes, I will be playing Cedrus this evening, your loyal and valiant knight.
And we have Caden, who your last name completely just fell out of my brain because I'm an idiot and I don't think we've gamed together before.
Oh, we have, but it's been a while. I go by CJ Clevenger. I'm playing the half-elf bard Otheron.
And next we have Corey Matt, who is playing...
I am playing Rufio, the Everchild swordsman. And don't forget it or I'll poke you with my sword.
And next we have Aaron McGowan.
And I'll be playing Maylin Ironjor, the Elven Wizard.
And last and certainly not least, we have Raul Trevino. Did I get it right? Your last name right?
Yep, you got it right. I'm playing Tobias Miller. He is our changeling ranger.
And next we have... All right, so we've got a full party of 6-player characters. Some of those classes are unique to the Hero's Journey. In Hero's Journey, we tend to call them archetypes because the game has a very literary, fairy tale type feel to it. But a lot of the mechanics may seem familiar or evocative of classic adventure fantasy. The adventure, and we assume that all of the player characters know each other, have adventured together, trust each other, and are not horrible, backstabby murder hobos. That's a different game. Now, as the adventure opens, you guys have been traveling across the wilderness for quite some time and come to the edge of a massive forest known as the Whispering Wood. The Whispering Wood is most often used by the nobles of the local kingdom known as Dunvegan. And there's not villages around here because it's the king's land and he wants to keep it wild. But there is a local hunting lodge, which you have recently paused in your adventures before heading on further down the road. It's a large kind of log cabin style building. They have rooms to rent, and there are a few small...
James, did we lose you?
Yeah, we
James,
lost
can't hear you.
Audio.
Present with permission of the local lord. And the general realm is fairly quiet and peaceful. You guys have woken up in the morning and you see several local hunters prepping their equipment.
James, we lost you again.
Probably in his teens. And as you guys are all coming downstairs from your good nights,
we missed whatever you were saying there because you dropped out. Your audio dropped out completely.
Oh Lord, what's the last thing you guys heard?
We were in a hunting lodge.
Hunting lodge. Good. Okay, good. Didn't miss too much then. Hunting lodge. You guys have just woken up in the morning after resting in the hunting lodge and come to the edge of the, hunting lodge is right on the edge of civilized realm towards the Whispering Wood. And as you're all coming downstairs after a good night's rest, one of the servants, kind of almost like a waiter, basically, teenage human man, comes walking up as you guys are coming down the stairs and asks you, what can I get you for breakfast?
I will take eggs over easy. And all the bacon you have.
You see a couple other hunters in the lodge kind of shoot you a look at that remark. You guys do get a lot of people are kind of like, wow, when they see you guys there. A lot of eyes appear to be drawn towards the knight, Cadus. People almost can't look away from him. That combined with the fact that there is an elf, a half-elf, and a halfling in the group all makes you stand out. One thing about Hero's Journey, the setting is very humanocentric. Non-human characters are considered rare and wondrous. So you guys kind of draw attention to yourselves just by nature of being together.
I would like porridge.
Well, that's a good hunter's breakfast for you. I heard, would you like a big bowl? I heard the wee folk like to eat big meals.
Sure, that's be fine.
All right. And for you, sir, in the armor, looks at the knight.
Yes, I would like the bacon and eggs as well, please.
And for you, turning into...
But I said I want all the bacon. Are you trying to steal my bacon?
Where is your honor, Rufio?
But it's bacon.
Mind yourself.
An important note for those watching and listening, a couple of our characters are a bit non-traditional. Corey's character, for example, is an Everchild. He literally looks like a pre-adolescent boy with slightly elfin ears.
And I can fly.
Are you flying?
Why?
Well, I do a little flip when I say bacon, but other than that, no. My feet are on the ground currently.
Okay, that is important. And for you, sir, it looks at Otharion.
Just some bread and honey, please.
Excellent. And Aaron, how wizardly does your wizard look?
Not especially wizardly.
Didn't think so, given that you've got a two-handed sword. I think you've got the two-handed sword, right?
I have the two-handed sword.
Wait,
Okay.
I have a long sword.
Okay, but you have a long sword. Okay, it's the bard who had the two-handed sword. Any one of you had a weapon that was unusual. Didn't think so, given that you've got a two-handed sword. It kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, an elf. Right? I guess you don't want any meat. You don't like meat, right? That's what all the stories say."
I'll take the porridge, thank you.
All right. And what about what? And he kind of looks around. It takes him a second to kind of lock eyes on the ranger, on Raoul's character, and he won't look him in the eye. Kind of looks down. And you?
I smile at him and I can say, "I have the bacon and eggs as well."
People stealing my bacon. This isn't fair. I want the bacon.
You have to learn how to
A
share.
lodge keeper. So, is there anything anyone wants to do other than basically just eat your breakfast and head out?
I'd like to observe the room.
You see a couple of small. I mean, there's about half a dozen groups of hunters, and they're gathered in like pairs or groups of three, talking. They're mostly very rustic human men. kind of like hunting leathers, bows, axes, boar spears, things like that. They're giving you guys a wide berth because of the strangeness of your group. And they appear mostly to be talking amongst themselves. They're not like actively giving you the cold shoulder, but there's not a lot of warmth coming off the room.
I'm looking around to see if anyone is acting particularly strangely towards Maylin.
Let's see. Is anyone? That's a good question. Well, Maylin is not obviously a wizard. Most people who look at Maylin it's more of an awe look, like, wow, it's an elf. Holy crap. And then they look from like Maylin to Cadus and they're like, oh my goodness. Like, it's like these people can't help but watch your group. Their eyes keep getting drawn to the group, whether like they catch the corner out and they'll look and then they'll go back to their conversation. It's almost like there's something drawing everyone's gaze to you guys.
I'm used to this. Oh, I did kind of totally glaze over the fact that I'm a summer-born changeling, so I look very human-like, but golden skin, gleaming, dirty blonde hair, and my eyes are especially shiny.
So you, Jamie Lannister, pretty.
Yeah. I'm definitely a real pretty boy knight. Tall, defined, but lean.
As
your voice disappeared again, James.
Been hidden somewhere. A small dog.
James, your voice disappeared that whole conversation.
I am sorry. I apologize to both you and to the streamers for these issues. He brings the food out on a large wooden tray for everybody and says he'll be back in a second with the drinks. And as he does, he kind of trips up over something, and you see him put his foot under something and scoop it up and kick it away. And it's a small dog, like a brown and gray, scruffy looking terrier. He's like, somebody get that thing out of here. And he kind of gives it a vague shove towards the door. And the dog's like, oh.
Hey, don't be mean to the doggo. He's cute.
The dog looks at you with these like really bright, eager eyes and wags his tail.
I'd call the dog over and hold my hand out so he can sniff it.
He comes trundling over. I mean, you're an elf, so you have the friend of the woodland trait. Mm-hmm. And he comes from, and you hold your hand out, and he like hops into your lap.
I start to pet him under his ears.
He's like, it's that typical like spoiled dog thing. He's like, this is the best. And by the time the server gets back with your drinks, the dog hops out of your lap and actually goes to the door of the lodge and looks back at the group.
I wonder what the doggo wants. And then I go back to eating my bacon.
Bark!
Oh, dear.
Does anybody speak dog?
Bark!
Afraid I can't say I do.
I will go see what the doggo wants.
It paws at the door to leave.
I will open the door so it can leave.
You crack the door and the dog goes out just a little bit and it turns and looks at you again, like expectantly.
I will go see what the doggo wants.
I am shoveling my porridge
paws
in my
at the door
mouth
to
as
leave.
fast as I can.
As porridge goes, it's pretty good. It's actually it's got some clove in it and some honey. It's not bad.
I forget my breakfast and follow the doggo.
The doggo kind of goes to the edge of the lodge as cleared and like looks back at you and like it looks kind of back over your ankle effectively and like looks back at the lodge and then looks out towards the woods.
All right. Do I see anything out in the woods that would cause it concern?
They're very large natural woods, so there's like no signs of fire or deforestation. It's just this big, beautiful, verdant woodland.
Okay. I asked the innkeeper, do you have a to-go box?
No one's ever asked me that before, but for a copper, you can just keep the bowl.
Okay, and I toss him a copper.
He catches it, right?
And I say, can I get a little bit more in it before I leave?
For another copper.
Okay, I give him a second copper then.
Right. He takes your bowl and comes back and, fills it up right. He's not trying to cheat you or anything, and then hands you the bowl and says, and the spoon is free.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just handle my bacon and head to the door.
You look like your bacon's gone. Hey, Rufio, how's that extra bacon?
What extra bacon? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I did not do anything with your bacon. Nom, 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 nom.
All right, so you guys finish your meal? The dog is actually outside with Otherion, is whining at you and like pawing at your leg and looking back at the inn.
No, I'm walking out the door holding my bowl and eating as I go.
Okay, the dog is like excited to see Bob come out.
I also head towards the door.
Okay.
Aw, do we have to go? But I'm still eating.
You?
Hey, you! That bacon came off my plate.
Oh, gotta go.
I follow out as well, I guess.
Okay. Somebody, one of the other hunters, who's the last one out the door? Raul?
Yep.
Raul, roll me a d6 real quick.
Yep.
Raul, roll me a d6 real quick.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
As you're heading out the door, one of the hunters goes, "You're not following that blasted mangy mutt, are you?"
Yep.
Raul, roll me a d6 real quick.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Of course I am.
As you're heading out the door, one of the hunters goes, "You're strange. You're not following that blasted mangy. I'd recommend against it. Say he's got ties with Baltharidan."
Who's that?
That's you.
Oh. I guess not being from under. Crazy old coot lives in the woods. Says he talks to the beasts.
Interesting. I never heard of him before.
Snatches children and sells them to fairies, what I hear.
I don't know about that. Come on.
Well, most of us are Fae, so we should be okay.
At that, you see him make what you would recognize as a traditional religious symbol, and he's kind of like scoots back from his chair like, ooh. So you guys are all outside, and as soon as you're all out, the dog gets very, very excited and like starts running rings around the party and wagging its tail insistently and like darts off to the woods like it saw a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel, follow the dog.
I call out to the dog, "Don't go too fast. I don't want to spill any of my porridge."
It's funny because the dog stops and he's and like, you ever seen like dogs look like they're considering something, like they're actively thinking about what you said? Yeah. He actually does that and he slows his pace.
Smart dog.
Thanks, I call out.
Bark.
Very smart dog.
So yeah, he's going along at an easy trot. Takes you guys into the woods. The Whispering Wood itself is, think a picturesque kind of idyllic forest, like classic fairy tale, verdant green, ivy growing across the floor, across the ground, leaves in full summer bloom. It's just absolutely beautiful in here. He takes you about a quarter mile into the woods along what the ranger would recognize as a deer trail. And there's a break in the woods, a small break in a small clearing. and you see a tower of stone, 3 stories high. The second story, half the wall is actually collapsed and the interior is exposed to the air. And instead of like a standard like flat or conical stone cap, there actually looks like there's a wooden hut built on top of the tower. And then there's a small kind of wooden out porch built onto the side.
That's a big tower. I wonder what's at the top of it.
Bark!
No, bark is on trees.
I guess we're going to find out, guys.
I will ask the dog, is it... I feel ridiculous. Is this place safe, dog?
If you're talking, James, we've lost your audio.
You swear for a second, the dog shrugs his shoulders in response.
Oh, that's encouraging. Shall we go in?
Are we going up to the hut on top? Does it look like you have to go in the bottom to get up to the hut on top, or is there a? Can you climb up the broken down part to get up to the hut?
You could climb up the stone wall. It's just mostly rounded stones. The blasted out part on the side is so large, you can actually see the first floor ceiling, second floor sticking out. And it's large enough that you can look in and see the second floor ceiling, third floor kind of top.
So, dog, should we go up the outside or go up the stairs inside?
So I'm going to flit up to the blast hole and see if I see anything inside.
Okay. Let me let you know if you see anything inside.
I'm guessing that I do not, based on the way that you said that.
No. There's definitely something in there. I just need to remember what it is. Look, man, I wrote this a long time ago. Floor. You fly up and you see there's bookshelves covering most of the floor or most of the walls in there. And you see a bunch of ravens. I mean, unless you want to go in and take a look, that's pretty much what you can see from a distance. But you can see ravens flying around. You can hear them calling to each other.
Actually, inside the building?
Yep.
Well, that's kind of unusual. So I'm going to fly back to the party and tell them, there's lots of books and birds flying around inside, which is really, really weird. But I swear there's birds inside.
Well, this old coot that lives there is supposed to talk with animals, so maybe that's why. Maybe they're friends.
Yeah, that could be. Maybe.
So what is the dog doing right now?
He is looking at you guys expectantly.
Do you think I should go in and see? I mean, the hole's definitely big enough I can fly in, but I don't know what's in there. It's kind of scary a little bit.
Let's go in the bottom as a party and then walk up.
Is there a door on this thing?
Yes.
Maybe we should knock.
Not a bad idea.
But what if somebody scary comes to the door?
We'll let the big guy Metal go first.
I clean the bottom of my bowl and put it in my pack.
Okay.
All right. Circle the tower. Is there a door to get in?
There is a door on the outer, the wooden door on the outer porch.
Okay. Is it locked?
Does not appear to be.
I will open it.
It opens to reveal the sights and smells more at home in a farm. The floor of the large room is covered with a thick bed of straw. The right side is gated off at the waist by a wooden fence, and behind it you see a pair of shaggy goats. On the left, you see a multi-layered chicken coop, and you can hear clucking inside. The far end of the room is dominated by a stone staircase that leads up into the tower proper, and light actually passes through several small windows set into the wooden outer porch.
Okay, I will knock sharply on the door that I've already opened and say, "Anybody home?"
The goats kind of, yes, as you do that, a rooster, a giant flipping rooster, I mean, not like giant, like 6 foot, but like a big but naturally a size occurring rooster, comes out and starts clucking at you, looking, flapping its wings, looking super angry.
I'm going to see the rooster, and I'm going to crow, but not the crow for the dawn, just a crow. Just a...
That gives him pause. And then a weird thing happens. I need everyone to roll a d20 and add their insight attribute modifier as a saving throw. So make an insight-based attribute save.
I fail.
I'm guessing that there's no plus next to it. It's a 0.
That is correct.
7.
Unless it's a trap, I fail.
So we have to roll under our saving throw?
Over. Equal to or over.
Okay, well, I did.
Okay. That rooster just yelled in perfect Dwarvish, but you don't actively speak Dwarvish, but you recognize that's the language.
I got it as well, but I don't think I speak Dwarvish either.
Me too.
Yeah, I also got it, but I don't think I speak Dorvis.
And I take an egg out of my pocket and say, I already have eggs. I'm not here to steal eggs.
It continues to berate you in what you know to be swear words. You catch the occasional swear word in there.
I think I made it mad.
And then
I have chickens at home, so I'm not particularly worried. I just don't want him to try to attack me, but they're more bluster than danger.
I will look at the dog and say, "Hey, dog, do you speak chicken?"
The dog kind of goes and hides behind your leg and looks at the rooster. And then one of the goats in the pen turns and looks at the rooster and says, "Comesworth, do be polite to our guests."
Finally, some manners around here.
Wait, I understood that.
Yes, that was in common.
You see that, Rufio? The goat is more polite than you.
Hey.
I say to the goat, "I am glad to meet you. My name is Bob."
The goat looks at you and goes, "Meh."
What was his name?
That was interesting.
And then you see the rooster turn back and look at the goat and make a bunch of like rooster crowy type noises. And the other goat looks at the rooster and says, "Really, Comesworth, nobody's here to steal your ladies. They don't care. They're 2 legs. Yes, I know you're a 2-leg. Stop it." And then turns and looks at you and goes, "Meh."
Well, that's certainly interesting.
So you fellows don't mind if we go upstairs, do you?
Both of the goats at the same time go, "Meh."
I guess that's a yes.
I'm going to go with that was sure. Go ahead.
Insight.
Insight is not good, so I'm going to go.
I start walking over the stairs, but I do not turn my butt towards the goats.
Well, the goats are behind a pen, so they're not, unless they stick their head through the pen, which is valid. You You start walking towards the door. The rooster actually gets in your way and like puffs up, and again starts a blistering barrage of a bunch of probably not choice dwarvish phrases.
So, Raoul, did your character convey to us the information from the tavern?
Yes.
And can we get the animal speaker's name? I didn't catch it.
Baltheron, I think this is how he said it. Is that right, Cam?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear Raoul very well. What was the name?
Baltheron?
Baltheron.
So I'm going to ask the farm animals, is perhaps Baltheron here?
The rooster continues its blistering barrage of dwarvish, and one of the goats says to the other goat, meh, meh, and then looks at the chicken, looks at the rooster and says, really, coxcomb, I don't think they're here to do any trouble to him. Why don't you let them in? They don't care about your ladies. They're your ladies. I'm not interested in them. Myrtle's not interested in them. No one cares about your chickens. And then looks at you guys and goes, bah!
I will unsheath my longsword and put it at the feet of the rooster and then walk on in.
He kind of looks at the sword, looks at you, and like, what's your defense?
14.
Pecks you really, actually jumps up at you and throws its talons up and actually gets by the greave of your armor and does a point of damage.
Ow.
Oh, well, that wasn't very nice.
The rooster kind of looks at you like, well, you're next.
Oh, maybe I'm not. And I'll fly up to the ceiling.
It gets very mad and like tries to flap its wings and fly and jumps and gets like 4 foot of air but comes back down.
And I'll just giggle at it. Silly rooster thinks it can fly.
So Myrtle, what must be, I say to one of the goats, what must we do to calm this guy down?
Myrtle looks at you and goes, bah, 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 bah.
Okay, and I look around and I see if is there a container of chicken feed against the wall?
Actually, yes, there is.
Okay, I get a handful of it out and I toss it on the ground in front of Colmsworth.
Okay, he goes over and he starts eating it, but you see him like side-eyeing you. Like, I don't trust these guys, kind of look.
Well, thanks, Myrtle. That seemed to calm him down some.
Oh, you speak goat now too?
No, I grew up on a farm.
Oh, okay. I will
That
head
would
up
have been
the
cool if you spoke
stairs.
goat.
Oh, did I just completely freeze out?
Actually, goat
No, we
language
can hear
can't be that far from satyr language.
Not. I would argue you could probably understand a few basics. That's a fair argument. But yeah, the goats, whenever they speak to the rooster and they just tell them, look, nobody cares. They're your chickens. And you see, actually, when you get the feed, Bob sees there's 4 hens in the interior of the coop proper, kind of peeking out, looking.
So I take out my bowl and put some chicken feed in it and go to start walking over to where the hens are.
Colmsworth immediately obstructs your view and starts puffing up.
Just want to get in some food, Colmsworth. No problem. I show him.
No, Colmsworth, he's not challenging your authority as a provider. Why did he put us in here with a rooster?
So why do you talk that we can understand to the
Rob
rooster,
was
but
got him
not to
distracted. I
us?
head up the stairs.
Okay.
So I'm going to look at the goat and go, well, so why do you talk good to the rooster, but not to us?
We just got a $10 donation. The note says,
I think that one might be an old donation.
Okay, I didn't hear any of that.
I didn't either.
we will say that Corey's Everchild speaks Dwarvish. He just forgot. Oh yeah, I speak Dwarvish.
Hey, I can suddenly understand the rooster. Duh,
Yeah.
I forgot that I could understand it. So what does he say?
The rooster just bucked up to Bob, the halfling, and is like, "You don't feed my women. I feed my women. They're my women. They're not yours. I take care of them. Back off."
Hey, Bob, you might want to put that bowl down, and let the rooster do it.
Okay, so I put the bowl down and say, okay, drag it over to them.
He
Do I
kind
make it
of
up the stairs?
yeah. Door's unlocked. Easy enough.
Okay.
Bob Conesworth looks at the bowl and looks back up at Bob, and before he says, "Yeah." Now say who's the best. All of that in Dwarvish.
Well, you're the best, Cosworth. Can we?
No,
go
I want him.
upstairs now?
I want him to say it. Say it. Tell him to say that Conesworth is the best, and he can never get anywhere near my hens because they're my hens and they're in my house.
And you translate that to me?
Bob, he wants you to say that Cogsworth is the best and to walk away from his hens.
Okay,
So-
Conesworth, you are clearly a superior rooster, and you are the best hen. Your hens are lucky to have you.
He picks up the bowl. He kind of like kicks the bowl over, like tries to kick it towards the hen house, and you hear him mutter in Dwarvish as he's walking away. "That's right, fatty."
Fatty?
I'll just kind of giggle and float over towards the stairs.
Okay.
Well,
Have you all ever
That
played
is
an
a-
old game called Fable?
Yes.
Oh, and Conesworth, when we leave, I would like that bowl back, please.
Conesworth actually looks at Rufio and goes, "What do you say?"
oh, he wants the bowl back when you're done.
Screw him. My bowl. In my pen. My bowl.
Oh, I
Seriously,
don't think
somebody
you're
can't
getting
get-
it back, Bob.
Okay, well, I still have a spoon.
I'm gonna pick my blade back up and head towards the stairs.
Do I
Yeah,
open
me
up this
too.
door?
The door opens easily enough. Let me bring up my map. And there we go. Okay. There's two. Okay. The lingering scent of the farm animals from the next room over is still present as you open the door, but it looks to be a very simply furnished bedroom. The northern wall on your right is dominated by a winding stone staircase which leads up, and the southern wall has a simple cot of wood, straw, and a horse blanket. A wooden chest is set. A wooden chest and a chamber pot are the only other features of the room, except for a door a door and a central support column.
I look in the chamber pot to see if I can tell what kind of scat is in it.
Okay. There's also a second smaller cot kind of tucked up by the staircase. And there's a door on each side of the support column. The scat, you're a farmer. You know how animal stuff smells. There's nothing in there. It's been cleaned recently, but the lingering scent would be that of a human.
Okay.
Ooh, why would you want to look at where the poop is?
You can learn a lot from poop.
But it's poop.
Hey, if you don't like poop, you shouldn't live on a farm.
Blah.
Okay.
That's for real, for sure.
I'm curious about the door, or do I go upstairs? Is it nobody else in the room, right?
Correct. There's just the little cot tucked up under the stairs and the little larger cot with the chest and the chamber pot.
Sure, I'll go looking for trouble. I'm going to check out the doors in the support column.
Okay, they're on each side of the support column. They're pretty simple wooden doors. They've got like iron ring handles, and they don't appear to have locks.
I'll pull one open.
Okay. It opens into a large, long chamber that has a small fireplace set into like the opposite side of that support column. It's a stone support column. Somebody set like a little cooking fireplace in there. You also see the north and south walls have against them long wooden tables that are laden with like, they have cabinets sitting on top of them and cooking implements kind of set beside them. Clearly this is a kitchen of some kind. Between the pair of large wooden doors that lead into the chamber, just under the cook fire is a large cask that appears to have been set on its side and tapped on a small table. Lounging atop the cask is a gnarled-looking, one-eyed cat with dirty gray fur and a big cut across one ear. It kind of looks at you nonplussed as you enter and like yawns disinterestedly.
So while CJ's doing that, I'm going to go check out I'm going to see if I can open up the chest and look in.
Okay. The chest in the bedrooms?
Yes.
Animals don't like me, so I'm staying away from the animals.
Smart move. Yeah, Changeling Ranger is rough.
Yeah.
Well, animals don't like changelings?
No. No, they feel unnatural and ill at ease around them. The chest is unlocked. And you know, obviously when you open it, there's no traps. You see a simple kind of almost wool wooden robe. It's patched, well worn. There's a small belt pouch that's half full. It looks like it has tobacco in it. A wooden smoking pipe, and a small piece of parchment kind of folded over, sitting under the pipe and the tobacco pouch.
What the heck? I'll look at the parchment.
Okay. I'm going to drop in the chat so everyone can see. It's a list. And it's actually, you can see written on it. It's almost like a to-do list type thing. And everything on the list is struck out. Actually, here, let me put that in more listy form. It's paragraphy form. Did it again. Each sentence in the list is lined out except for the last two.
Hey guys, look what I found. It's got words on it. I don't know what they mean.
I go over in and look.
You see exactly what's in the chat. Everything with the last two sentences is struck out. It's more a list format than a paragraph, but I couldn't get it to list out in the chat.
Did the dog come in with us?
No.
Okay, so I'm guessing the dog is Zephyr. Or maybe.
I think Pip is the dog.
Or Pip. Yeah.
No, well, Pip isn't checked, isn't lined out. Pip hasn't been done yet. They'll send Pip out to find some help. Send Zephyr to do a glance over the hunting lodge and keep an eye on the folk. That must be the dog.
Well, I mean, if the things that are done have been crossed out and we're the help, then I think that might be why it's not crossed out.
I know a way to solve this. I'll look over the stairs and go, Pip, come here, boy.
The dog actually comes running to the edge of the the outer like porch area where the chickens and the goats are kept, and looks and sees if you see him look towards the chicken coop, and then he kind of darts across and comes up the stairs and comes walking up to you.
Hi, Pip. Good boy. Good boy. And I'll give him
belly
a
rubs
behind the ears. Belly rubs. Yes.
Okay.
I think this is Pip.
Okay. Well, he found some help because we're here.
But what does he need help for?
And so I say to Pip, I don't suppose this one-eyed cat is Carton.
When you say one-eyed cat, he takes a step back.
Cat? There's a
I'm
cat?
gonna take a wild guess. That Pip is scared of said cat.
Well, it looks like the cat can handle itself. So I glance into the room with the cat and say, how are you doing this morning?
The cat looks at you nonplussed and gives you that imperious cat look and blinks very obviously and doesn't respond.
Okay, well, I slow blink back to the cat and then go back to the party.
Okay.
I'm going to go look at the cat and... Oh, hi, kitty.
I don't think it's a kitty type.
But all kitties are kitties.
You know, cats can give you that peasant look, like without even trying. That's exactly what this cat does.
That's cat.
And if you gave the belly rub to Pip, I recommend you not try that with a cat.
I need to get another cat.
Cats are floofy.
I walk over to the cat.
Okay.
Cat belly rubs is a trap. Don't fall for it.
It's the murder
trap.
It's the murder trap.
But
the cat
scratches.
If you're talking, James, we can't hear you.
The cat looks at you in a very like, what do you want kind of expression.
I say we were hoping to meet with Baltheron.
It blinks very, and then kind of yawns and kind of holds a paw up, and you swear makes a dismissive gesture and says, actually, the bard and the wizard understand it. Says in perfect Elvish, you peasants are dismissed now.
Ooh, I understood that.
What did he say?
He told us that we are dismissed.
You're dismissed? Why would we be dismissed?
I believe that we are disturbing his routine.
Okay, well, let's close the door to that room and go over to the stairs.
Yep.
But, kitty.
Later.
What are you going to do with the kitty that's not going to get you eaten?
Kitties don't eat me. Kitties like pettants.
No, they'll kill you first.
Oh, they do not. They like pettants. All kitties like pettants.
Come on, now.
They like pretending they like pets. And they lure you in, and then they eat your hand.
Kitties don't do that to me.
Yes, we know. You're very special.
The cat, as you guys are closing the door, the cat's like, that's right, go. I have larger problems to deal with here. You're not worthy to be in my presence.
Yep, I'm cleaning your face.
Is it not grand to look upon? Kind of calls back to the door.
Looks like you got stuck in a blender.
How dare you? And the cat like stands up, and it's like, you seen Pet Cemetery when Church looks all angry? That
Ooh, he doesn't look too happy with you, Mr. Shield and Armor.
I don't have shield and armor. I've got a two-handed sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't look too happy with you, Mr. Big Sword.
That's because he can't take a joke.
You are a joke.
I tend to agree.
You I like. Motions to the wizard.
Is it possible that I can do something to assist you?
If you address me properly, Your Majesty or even my lord is acceptable.
Certainly, my lord.
Excellent.
That I can do something to assist you.
If you would be
what about his fuzzy butt?
If you address me properly, what do you say? Your Majesty or even my lord is acceptable.
What about his swirl of fuzzy butt?
Certainly, my lord.
My name is Lord Puck.
Okay, so this is Puck.
My name is Lord Puck. If you wish to enter my domain, you and the furless ones can enter if they offer me a bow. I may even have an errand for them.
I walk in because I'm a changeling. I want to see what he does.
Okay, so as soon as Raoul walks in, the cat's hackles shoot straight up, the claws come out, the back arches, and it's like hissing and spitting. Get that thing out of here. Get that abomination away from me. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Well, he really doesn't like you, Mr. Scary Guy.
What did you say, Aaron? I'm sorry?
He doesn't like you very much. Perhaps you could exit the room for the time being.
Sure. I just wanted to play with the kitty, though. Dang. Okay.
Are you Elvish types translating the cat talk?
No, I am translating it in the most friendly sense of the word. Not
I'm
word
being
for
rude.
word.
But you're not telling us not Elvish speakers what the cat's saying.
I'm telling you the gist of what he's saying. I'm just being more courteous than he is.
Less imperious?
Yes.
Yeah. And I let you know that the cat's name was Puck.
I wave at Puck. Bye, Puck!
And I say, when I hear about a chore or a task, I say, Puck, Your Honor, what might that task be for us?
Oh, the little one has some manners, it says, looking at the wizard. Have the little one kneel. Proclaim me Lord Puck and vassal to my 9 lives. I will set an errand upon him, and then maybe I can offer him a boon in return.
So I let him know what the cat's Lord Puck wants him to do.
No, I will not. I will not take you as my liege, even though you are clearly deserving of it, because I have other tasks to take care of myself. I apologize, and I bow to the cat.
He is knows his place, I see, and was most courteous in his denial. So you, elf thing, character, woman, whoever you are.
My name is Maylin, my lord.
Yes, that's all well and good. Are you here to do me a service, or can you and your friends please go away?
I am here at your service.
Excellent.
What's the kitty saying?
He would
being
like
rude.
to give
The cat
us
says
a task.
You can tell him that I am planning to slit his throat in his sleep.
I'd really rather
I wasn't
not.
planning on
He gets
sleeping here.
very upset easily over small things.
Understandable. Speaking of small things, as you can see, I'm very busy running this great kingdom of stone that I rule.
Yes,
I keep a court wizard, of course, like everyone does, and he's been a bit busy lately. And as such, he is both my wizard and servant and has been unable to bring me my meal. Would you retrieve that meal for me?
And would you let me know where that might be located?
Oh, it's right there in the cabinet. I just couldn't be bothered to get it myself.
I go over to the cabinet and retrieve his meal. Place it in front of him with all due dignity.
I am so sorry, guys. My connection is being horrible. Could you repeat the last thing you said?
Oh, I said I go over to the cabinet and get his meal and place it in front of him with all due dignity.
You open the cabinet to see a tiny little mouse looking terrified.
Ah. Would you prefer this alive or dead, my lord?
And then give me, actually, you don't need to roll. Please don't feed me. Please.
I pick it up by the tail and take it over to him.
No, please. It says in common. Please, you guys can hear the little mouse. Please.
What's that tiny voice? That doesn't sound very happy.
Nothing. It's nothing. Go back to your toys or the dog. Nothing's happening here.
So the mouse, as it's begging for its life, you see the cat's claws come out, and it just very quickly grabs the mouse, comes in with its jaws. You hear a really sick, wet snap, and then the mouse stops moving.
What happened?
Nothing at all.
Such is the way.
So, okay, what's the boon now?
Oh, I did promise you something. How can I help you?
Well, I will take this moment to kneel before Lord Puck. Lord Puck, I thank you for allowing us here and accepting us as guests here in your palace. It is our utmost honor, my lord.
The cat says in Elvish, it most certainly is.
I
That just
repeat
not
that.
What is your business that has brought you into my domain so that I might better aid you in return for your service?
He wants you to know what you want. He wants to know what we want.
We are here to meet with Valtheron.
Oh. Is that all?
Yes, my lord.
Well, he's upstairs.
Oh.
Hasn't come down in quite some time. He's a fine fellow. Not quite as cross as that McCartan fellow.
And who is McCartan?
Oh, his foolish apprentice. Stormed out of here quite angry some time ago.
So we should go upstairs and see if we can find Valtheron.
Yes.
Do close the door on your way out.
Of course, my lord.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's.
I will say, thanks, kitty, and rub his head, and then run.
Okay, hold on. Roll me a d12 and add your dexterity modifier or your agility modifier. Or I'm sorry, finesse. I know the names of the attributes for the game I wrote. I swear.
All right, so it's 12 on the die. Finesse is +1.
13. You are able to deftly dodge out of the way as the cat attempts to take a finger off.
Mean pussy.
I laugh and skip out the door.
Okay, so let's go upstairs.
Right.
All right.
So, yes, head upstairs.
All right. This is similar to the room that Rufio described to you earlier. Half of the side wall on the western side is completely blown out, open to the air. There are bookcases covering most of the walls. There's a large writing desk with a large book sitting on it. The pages look probably a little warped from moisture that the book is closed. Ravens are fluttering about the room, kind of hopping from bookcase to bookcase. And they occasionally let out a caw, as you guys kind of come up into the room.
Is there a raven on one of the bookcases saying nevermore?
I thought you were going to say Jon Snow.
No, neither. As you guys come up into the room, the ravens are kind of calling back and forth, and you realize they're actually insulting one another in common. Like there's about 30 ravens all screaming at each other, jokes on the level of yo mama jokes. Like just throwing insults back and forth, like to no end, to the point where they glance at you when you enter and then go back to what they were doing.
They don't seem to like each other very much. Also,
that's how people bond.
Oh, that's just their way of showing affection.
And also the birds are talking too. I mean, this is kind of weird, guys.
So I say in common, so how are you folks all doing today?
I was fine until that right bastard over there took my corn. I can't believe that stupid corn thing. Yeah, well, your mother stole my corn. Yeah, well, your brother tried to kiss my sister. Yeah, well, your sister stole my eggs. Screw you. And then they start fluttering at each other.
I don't think we're going to get much from them. They seem very angry.
Are there any books on the bookshelves?
Quite a few, actually.
Okay, I'm going to scan over the titles. Anything look interesting to a farmer?
Absolutely. There's a lot of books on animal husbandry, tanning of skins, maintaining crops, horticulture, all that kind of stuff.
I am looking around for Baltheron. Is there a person and or body shape object in the room?
There is not.
Is there another staircase going up?
There is a hatch in the ceiling.
Does it look
no stairs or ladder to it?
Nope.
Does it look like a bookcase would be tall enough to get up to it?
Actually, yeah. Bookcase would, absolutely.
Rufio?
I'm going to fly up there.
There's a rope ladder up there. Please.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll go look. And I'll flit up to the hatch and kind of push it up and see what I see. Does it open into the room above, or does it like open down into the room we're in?
It opens up into the place above.
Okay, so I'll push it up slowly and kind of peek my head through to see if I see anything dangerous first. And then if nothing, I'll go ahead and push it the rest of the way up and get all the way in.
The damage to the sidewall actually comes up partially into this area. And this whole room is covered with potted plants, sapling trees, flower boxes, almost like it's an interior greenhouse. The room is, You see flittering between the plants like vibrant, beautiful kaleidoscope of butterflies.
Ooh, flutterbies. Guys, there's flutterbies up here. Like lots of them.
Is there a ladder?
No.
Oh, ladder. No, I don't see one.
I guess we can push one of the bookcases over.
I start pushing one of the bookcases over underneath the trap door in the ceiling, and say, Cedrus, help me with this.
My pleasure. I assist him.
Between the two of you, you can move the bookcase. By himself, Bob would have had some trouble between the physics of the situation. Between the two of you, you can shuffle it up under there and then probably climb up it.
Okay, I climb on up.
Exactly as he described, all manner of potted plants and greenery and these beautiful colored butterflies.
And I'm just going to start flitting around with the butterflies and trying to catch them and look at them and
I look for one of the bigger butterflies and say, and how are you fine folk today?
The butterflies actually seem to convalesce and they form into two letters and they spell out hi and then they flitter apart.
Well, hi. I look around for any caterpillars.
So cool.
Yeah, quite a few actually.
Look around for the guy we're supposed to be finding and call out, Altherod!
The butterflies actually shape into an arrow and point up.
Oh, I'll look up and, well, what's up?
Once you look at the ceiling, you can see that behind a large collection of the plants is actually a small, narrow staircase that goes kind of, you would have to almost stand with your back to it. It's clearly old and fallen apart.
I'm going to fly up to the top of the staircase and see if there's anything there. Or does it lead into the next up room?
You know from the tower and what you see in the exterior, this would lead up to the whatever is up on that ceiling, that weird wooden hut's up there.
I'm searching through the plants to see if any of them have any ripe fruit on them.
That's a good question. Roll a saving throw and add your wheel modifier.
13.
Is that successful?
How do I know?
What's your saving throw value?
Oh, that saving throw is for every.
Yep. Think of it like swords and wizardry.
It's 10.
So yes, that is successful. You find a beautiful, perfectly ripe, perfectly preserved, shining apple.
Okay.
Growing in a potted plant.
And I'm about to pick the apple, but I ask the butterflies, okay, if I take this.
Perfectly preserved, shining apple. It's odd watching a kaleidoscope of butterflies growing in a potted somehow plant. Convey a nod. But
and
yes, find
I'm about
a
to
beautiful.
the apple, but I ask the butterflies, okay, if I take and put it in my pack for later.
Okay.
Okay, so is there a doorway on the top of the stairs, or is
no?
it?
It opens up to a ceiling, and you see that with the exception of an outer ring of stone, most of the ceiling is dominated by a wooden hut with a thatched roof.
Okay, and it just opens directly out onto the stone floor there, or?
Yep, you're effectively outside with a hut on the ceiling of the tower.
Okay. So
I look back at the group and.
Go ahead, CJ.
So I look back at the group and I go, well, it looks like it's okay up here. I mean, there's no more flutterbys or talking birds, but there's just the hut.
Okay, I'll go on up the staircase to follow him.
What were you saying, CJ?
Oh, that I was going up the stairs.
Okay. All right, the hut, it looks like a simple peasant's hut to the point where there's just a piece of cloth over an open doorway that would lead inside. Who is the one who I assume if anyone goes in, who is the first one in?
I'm gonna fly around the outside and see if there's any magical talking creatures up here too.
I will go up to the door and knock on it.
You want more like knock on the door frame?
Yes. And call out, Baltheron?
You do not hear anything.
No sounds coming from the hut at all?
None.
I look up. What do I see?
You look up?
Yes.
From outside, you see a beautiful blue sky on a summer day.
Just making sure. Okay.
Never mind that dragon coming down on top of you.
That was the last adventure.
Oh, right.
You never know.
Sorry.
You could go up through and then it's, we're in some weird dimension.
Yeah, fair point.
Because that's some weird stuff I would pull.
No, James would never do anything like that.
No.
I check on Malin real quick. Is she up here with us?
Yes. In fact, I'm fairly close to you.
And looks safe to me? James?
Yeah, looks perfectly safe.
Okay.
Okay, I go inside the hut and look around.
Inside the hut, you see sitting against one of the walls of the hut, in a kind of tattered brown robe with his arms kind of leaning on what looks like a big gnarled tree branch, is a human man. He's got a long brown beard that's really unkempt and got some sticks in it. It's streaked with gray, but his eyes are like sharp, like he's aware, he knows what's going on. And and when you walk in, his eyes light up and he opens his mouth to say something and then shuts it again real quickly. And he just kind of stares at you and lets out a heavy sigh and takes his stick and taps it on the floor.
Baltheron?
He nods.
I call back through the door. Found him.
Okay, I walk in the hut too.
Okay.
And I say, Pip went to get us.
He smiles. He's very, a very gentle, like, what a good dog kind of smile.
Did Pip follow us up the? Well, no, he couldn't because it's.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah, never mind. That was.
I also walk in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm joining.
Is there enough room for all of us in there?
You know what? I'm gonna stay outside and stand guard. Just in case.
It's definitely enough room for all of you in there, but you notice he doesn't really move from his position. And he's on the far side of the hut. The hut's about 20 by 20, so it's definitely big enough for all of you to fit in. But he's kind of staying back to the far side of it from you guys. And
hi, Mr. Balthasar, sir. Why aren't you talking? Hi?
He kind of waves and gets a bit of a sullen look on his face.
Guys, I don't think he can talk. I think there's something wrong. He
points right at you when you say that.
Don't point at me. I didn't do anything.
So you have
Not my fault.
lost the ability to speak with the animals, or can you only speak with the animals?
I'm going to turn my camera on here because I didn't think about running a mute adventure with my camera off. He kind of, when you say that, when Bob says that, he kind of goes, takes his hand and goes,
he sprinkles something.
Cast a spell that backfired.
It seems he has given the ability to speak to the animals.
He points at Cadus and then goes like this and makes a throwing motion down.
Mm-hmm.
He gave his voice to the animals.
Yep.
Points at Otheron and then goes and like he's holding his stick. He sets the stick down but keeps his hand motion and goes. And then
So,
did the animals have his voice? But it's broken somehow?
Part of his voice?
Points at other on.
Like each of the different animals has a different aspect or part of his voice.
So that's why they were only speaking in sometimes. So like, can we fix that?
Do you want us to fix it, or do you want the animals to keep the? You want us to fix it, but then the animals won't be able to talk in speech anymore.
Yeah, well, most of them were rather rude. They don't need to be able to speak. Unless you're rude.
All right. So how do we go about this? I am not a magical type, so what can I do to help?
Points off towards the woods.
I can go into the woods. Okay, but how does that help you?
Into the woods.
He does something where he takes his robe and he rolls up the arms and then rolls up the hem of it and kind of squats and takes his staff and goes.
So you want me to go? You want me to go poop in the woods? Oh.
I'm fairly certain that is not quite what he means.
Martin.
Okay, what would you interpret it as?
Potentially that he wants us to go observe in the woods?
Maybe we need to find something in the woods.
Are we to seek Carton?
Aha.
You're smart. But who's Carton?
So we have to bring Carton back to you?
Kind of
break Carton?
Break something?
Carton?
He picks up his stick and goes, like he's making a motion to snap it over his knee.
You want us to break Carton in two?
Do you want us to break Carton's
staff?
Staff. Thank you.
He only Carton can cause the spell to end, break the curse.
Because he placed it himself.
Okay, how do we recognize Carton?
He's ugly.
He points at Rufio and then goes,
I'm not Carton. I'm not that ugly.
A child.
He's a child? He's small?
He's short.
He's a dwarf. No?
You notice he hasn't moved from where he's standing, but he kind of takes his staff, hunches a bit, and kind of shuffles in place, and then points at himself.
He's a human like you, but he walks with a limp.
Older.
He's older?
Hunched over. A hunchback.
And points at Rufio.
He looks like me?
Child?
Is your son? No.
That's good. That would be awkward.
Can we give him like some parchment and ink so he can write this down?
Try.
Does Pip recognize him? If we take Pip, would he recognize him? Can he track him?
Is there ink or paper in this hut with
I will
them?
I will assume between the collection of the party and the fact that you have a wizard and a scribe in the party, you've got significant ink and parchment around if you want
Very
to try.
true. I would have it on me. So I pull out a sheet of parchment and some ink and I hand it to him.
Okay,
Like,
so
describe.
You walk up to hand it to him, and as soon he throws his hand up, just an instant too late, and there's a flash of blue light, and a hot shock, and you take 3 points of damage. And you see flare up in the floor around him, not a foot from where he's standing, are a bunch of runes. And then they kind of fade and sizzle.
Oh, apparently he's booby trapped.
So you can't come in and we can't come in and you can't get out. So
I'm gonna go up and try to just gently poke a finger right in the air where that happened.
You take 4 points of damage, and it throws you 10 foot back.
What did you do that for?
I have an idea. I take a piece of the parchment from Otheron and make it into a paper airplane and try to sail it over to him.
Okay. You gotta go. And when you do that,
I'm good with missile weapons.
Yeah. I mean, it's a paper airplane. I'm not gonna make you roll to throw a paper airplane, especially not in a general 10-foot area. It lands at his feet.
And he's able to pick it up?
Yeah, he picks it up just fine.
Now we need to get him pen and ink.
Just toss the pen in.
Okay, yeah, it's a quill. That's not hard.
Yep.
Slide the ink.
You have a container of ink, a closed container?
Yeah.
You can roll that to him.
Okay, yeah, roll it over to him.
Okay.
So you roll it over to him. He kind of takes the quill out and takes the ink and kind of sits it on the floor and starts to write. And you see him get a very frustrated look on his face. And when you look, you realize he's trying very hard to write, and it keeps coming, like his hand keeps jerking and doing scribbles.
Okay, don't try to write language. Draw us a picture.
Good point. Good idea.
He draws almost a stick figure-ish version of himself, like a stick figure with a robe outline and a squiggly staff, and then lines for a beard. And then he draws a slightly smaller version of that without a beard. And then around the smaller version, he puts a bunch of stick figure trees.
Oh, so your apprentice is young.
And theoretically in the woods.
Somewhere in the woods. Ow.
And you see him, he draws around the apprentice's feet a circle with a bunch of wavy lines in it.
He's in a trap too?
He's in the water?
Oh, he's around what?
In a pond?
So there's a pond in the forest that we have to find him.
Would one of these ravens downstairs help us get to that?
We're just going to take Pip.
Well, we'll take Pip.
The birds are too busy arguing with each other.
Yeah, they did seem kind of mean.
Well, maybe Rufio could give us an aerial view, and maybe if you go up high enough, you could spot a pond or something in the woods.
I don't know. I haven't tried to fly that high before, but I guess I can.
Okay, well, we'll be back. And you will reward us richly if we break the curse, right?
He kind of looks around and goes,
I mean, you have given me this, and I take the apple out of my pack.
I think he's saying don't eat it.
Don't eat the apple? Okay, it looks delicious.
That's probably why.
Is it poisonous?
Probably.
Enchanted?
Enchanted? Aha.
Is it like that apple in the book that would make him sleep?
Okay.
Oh, we don't know what it would do.
I will.
Let's see what happens.
Those are always fun.
I will save it as a gift for Carton. And
I think you should try it.
That was a no. You
Come
can
on,
feed it to the
Dennis, eat the
rooster.
apple. Let's see what happens.
okay, so
All right, let's go look for
enchanted apple. Okay, we'll see you. Wish us luck.
I'm pretty sure some of the people here know what kind of fruit that is.
Eat it, eat it, eat it.
I mean, you can. Not going to stop you. Who knows what could happen?
So, since you're stuck in that little room spell, how long has it been since you've like had food or water? I think we should, try to.
Okay.
Well, we probably have rations or something in our pack, right?
I have a liter of milk with me. I put it on the floor and take a stick and gradually push it over to him.
He takes it and he drinks it like, I mean, we're talking borderline Homelander here. It's clear he has not had anything to drink in quite a while.
And then I take the eggs out of my pocket and I carefully roll them over without breaking them.
He's going to eat raw eggs?
Why not? I do.
He points at the egg and goes,
oh, you don't eat any meat products or animal products. Okay, if you could push that egg back to me then.
He very gently rolls it back to you.
And I put it back in my pack.
I don't know. I wish I had remembered to grab my bread that I never eat.
Yeah, he would eat that. He's not going to eat somebody that could be his friend one day.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, we wave goodbye and head back down the tower.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to try and fly up from the tower top and see how high it can go and see if I can see a lake.
I mean, you can fly, dude. You can go up as high as until it gets too cold. You've probably never cut loose like this before. So, I mean, you fly. It's definitely the thing is, as the forest goes deeper, it gets thicker. So, a small like you can spot a couple rivers in the distance where there will be breaks in the woods. But you don't see any ponds. What's your profession?
Gambler.
Oh yeah, you have no clue how to identify woodlands then.
That's too bad we don't have like a ranger or something in the party who'd be able to find tracks or anything.
You could try to carry the ranger up in the air and have him aerial scout if you think you could hold on to him.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh wow, I was making a joke, but yeah, I mean that would work.
I mean, but would I even want to touch him?
Yes, because his thing is that you were actually both technically changelings.
Oh.
So his thing, his type of changeling, he is uncomfortable. Animals are uncomfortable around him. Normal people are just like, you're weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, would I want to touch Mr. Weird?
There's nothing weird to him. There's nothing weird about him to you.
Oh, okay.
And I say to Rufio, I'll bet you 2 coppers you can't carry him up there without dropping him.
Oh, that was awesome.
I was more thinking he would be more use on the ground to, check for tracks or.
But before Aetherian can say anything, before Aetherian can say anything, I've grabbed Tobias and whee!
Oh my God. Okay, great. Rufio, make me a might-based saving throw.
I'm gonna die.
Natural 18 out of a 13. Success.
Excellent. So you fly up, you scoop him up under the armpits, and you lift him 100 feet in the air.
Please don't drop me. Please don't drop me.
Okay, Raul.
Yes.
What's your profession?
My profession is
Trapper.
Yeah, there it is. Trapper.
A trapper. Okay. Make me a finesse based saving throw.
So I have to make under or over? I'm sorry.
You want to roll a d20, add your finesse modifier, and get equal to or over. However, I will let you add, what's Rufio's acrobatics skill?
2.
You may add +2 to that saving throw.
Okay, we have a problem.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
Ooh. All right.
Knowing you guys, I enjoyed the game very much while I was in it.
Make me a second saving throw.
Okay. That's a 12.
We might
that a
need a quick
success?
donation.
Yeah, anybody want to save him through a donation? Anybody? We don't want to let the ranger die.
I guess I'm not loved today,
Well,
man. It's all right.
That would be a
No,
success because you're
if
saving
the ranger falls, I'd get 2 copper.
That's true. See, that's what we like. Always look on the bright side. Did you make the save, Raul?
The second save, yeah, because you'll get +2.
That's the save for the falling damage. So you reduce your falling damage by half. But ladder of multiple dice. Oh, that's not good.
Oh dear.
Oh.
What's your endurance?
My endurance defense is a 22.
You literally took 21 points of damage.
Holy crap, Ola. Okay.
Medic.
So you guys see him scoop like Rufio's got him. He's got him solid, and he gets him up there, and he's looking, and you see Tobias just completely panic and like completely lose his gourd and tumble out of Rufio's grasp. Ah! Falls 100 feet through a bunch of trees and brush that kind of break part of his fall, and wham! Hits. I mean, he's just cut and bruised, and his arm looks all twisted up. It's not a good day.
Medic.
And of course, I'm going to be flying down after him going, no!
And I look at Rufio and hold out my hand.
Oh, like he can get up.
Dang it. I hand him 2 copper. Kind of hang my head in shame, and I thought I could do it.
Good news is, Raul, you spotted a thinner part of the woods where you think there may actually be a pool of water.
Oh, good.
It's not total loss.
I take what I can get, my friend.
So, do we have anybody who can heal this this poor changeling?
James, I start dragging myself to the pool, like super dramatically. One hand over the other, push, but the other hand,
The pool is several miles off. You would have to go fairly deep into the woods.
Oh, never mind.
As far as healing goes, there's no clerics in Hero's Journey. Healing magic is very, very rare. If anyone there is one minor healing spell, I think, in the game that you guys have access to. Let's see. Does anyone have the spell Songs of Hope and Resolve?
Yes. Which one is it? Heart and Harmony, Small
That
Ones
is-
of the Valiant?
Heart and Harmony restores 1d8 plus 1 endurance, but you can only use it on somebody once a day.
All right. I guess I like him that much.
So
if that didn't work, I was going to hope that this was an apple of healing.
It can be. Do you want to try to feed it to him and see if it helps before she burns her spell?
No, I'll let her use it.
Oh man, that could have been fun.
I thought Dennis was gonna say, "Well, when he dies, I'm gonna do to his body."
Well, you're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm not
the wizard
dead yet.
The wizard comes walking up to you, and Malin, think almost that Lord of the Rings, like Arwen over Frodo thing. This light kind of seems to break and become ambient around her, and she becomes the sole focus of your vision as you're laying there trying to stand up. And she puts her hands on your like horribly mangled arm and heals you for, how much do you heal him for, Aaron?
It's right here.
Yep.
4 points of damage.
Hey, that's not slouch. So
No, it's not.
Is it 4 or 4 plus 1?
No, it was 3 plus 1, so 4.
Oh.
okay. So yeah, you can. It still hurts a lot, but you can stand and move and walk, and you're fine. And look at this way, dude. You avoided a grievous wound by 1 point.
Wow.
Grievous wounds are nasty. That's like I lose a limb, I lose an eye.
You fall on your head and suffer brain damage.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just donated. Oh, awesome. Let me see.
Excellent. How much?
25.
And 25 gets us heal all endurance.
Nice.
Did they really donate? Because I didn't see anybody drop anything in
They
chat.
dropped it to my personal one.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm trying to find out who it was so I can thank them. That's awesome. Thank you, whoever it was. When I find it out, I will say your name.
So narratively, the exact same thing still happens, but all your wounds are healed, and Erin does not expend her spell.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yay. Like I was saying before you all decided to try to fly off, maybe you should just, track normally.
That's a good idea.
I say to Pip, can you lead us to Carton?
He walks around like the stamped ground outside the tower and sniffs. Kind of sniffs around, see what we can get. And then goes, bark, and wags his tail.
Okay, we will follow you, Pip. Do not go too fast. And let us. And when we get close to Carton, stop and point and wag your tail.
Bark, and then you see 3 weird slow wags.
We want to see what he's doing before we walk up to him.
The dog actually nods.
As we prepare to set off, I'm going to use my lineage feature to cast Step Safely Upon the Path.
Excellent. That lets you avoid natural hazards, does it not?
Yes. I think there might be a little more to it. I'll double check.
Oh, and anybody watching, in addition to this adventure appearing in the upcoming Adventures and Interludes book, both Josh and Corey are playing alternate lineages that will be appearing in Betwixt and Between, a guide to the Fae and Fairies.
Okay, so natural hazards as well as any pits, snares, or game traps set to catch beasts.
Okay, yeah. So dungeon traps wouldn't work, but ambush traps would.
Sounds right.
Yep. So Pip is leading.
I have a meta question for you, James.
Absolutely.
My bonus with thrown weapons, a sling throws rocks. Does that count as a thrown weapon?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I consider a sling a thrown weapon because halflings are awesome. And it's my game. I wrote it.
No bias there. No bias there at all.
No bias there.
None. I say as I look over at the map of the Shire on the wall next to me. Or I don't know if you can see it. There's actually a Hobbit clock on the wall behind me. But yeah. So Pip starts leading the way.
And I concentrate on following Pip, but I also make sure I never get more than 30 feet away from Malin.
Okay. Yeah, because otherwise she loses a lot of her charge bonuses. It's weird because as you go further into
Lost the audio.
Still can't hear you.
Can't hear
you.
Better?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, randomly my internet connection says you're unstable for like 5 seconds. So, by the way, awesome hand gesturing, Dennis. I immediately knew what you meant. So, as it starts out as this like lush, verdant, green, beautiful forest, and as you get further and further into it, it becomes this twisted and gnarled and unwelcoming, wild thing. I mean, clearly, civilization has no place beneath the eaves of this forest. As you are moving along, Josh, you feel a particularly sense of dread and impending danger wash over you.
Feeling a bit uncomfortable in these settings.
And as soon as he says that, all the vines and the roots in the ground start moving and twisting. And I would like everyone to roll initiative. You would have been surprised if not for Josh's spell.
And that is D20 plus.
It's a D12,
Or D12.
plus your finesse modifier, unless you have additional bonuses that may have come from your archetype.
Okay. Crap, I don't have a D. Where's my D12?
Oh, I have a 12.
Okay, one of the unique things about the hero's journey and its initiative system. I usually do a countdown, start at the highest number, work my way down. On your action, you can opt to go or to trade your number with another player, allowing them to go before you. This is done to promote teamwork and like group effort. So you don't have to sit around like in old school D&D, if the wizard goes last and you need him to go first, then you're stuck wasting a round, or the wizard is stuck doing nothing. And I wanted to promote teamwork in my game.
I love that. I love that that rule that you made, dude. Seriously, that's really cool.
I found a variant of it in another game, and it was so like eureka moment for me that I was like, why am I not doing that in every game ever? Because
it is a pretty awesome idea.
It naturally promotes the party working together, and it does it in so simple a fashion.
Yeah.
So on 12, somebody said they had a 12?
Yeah, I have a 12.
All right. Do you want to go or?
So we just see the vines like moving and coalescing, right? Nothing. Hold on, can't hear you again. Still can't hear you.
Okay, it'll come back in a second.
There
it is.
Okay, so Corey, do you want to act, or do you guys want to talk with him about potentially trading actions? Totally up to you guys.
So we just see the vines kind of like coalescing and stuff at this point.
They're coalescing and drawing towards you. The roots on the ground are twisting towards your ankles.
Okay, so it definitely looks scary, huh?
Absolutely.
Shall we just back away?
As you go to step back, you notice it's going on behind you too.
So there's nowhere to back up to.
It's almost like the whole forest, the vines and the twisting are just kind of coalescing around you. The roots are kind of moving a bit.
All right. Well, I'll draw my short blades and try to whack some weeds. I will draw my short blades and have at thee, vines.
We just got a $75 donation. Somebody put it directly to mine.
Ooh, nice.
Wow. Awesome.
Very nice.
But that's kind of scary because that's a. Is it a mean donation or a good donation?
A donation to make the vines more dangerous.
That's a good
as they suddenly sprout 18-inch spines. So I rolled an 18 on an attack. Plus
that definitely
2.
hit.
Okay. So yeah, plus 5 to hit, plus 2 with with short blades.
Yeah.
So that one will do 4 points of damage. Next attack, 10, 15, 17.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do 6 points of damage.
You are hacking away at these vines, but they are so almost countless in number. You know, it's like swatting one fly when there is an entire field of them. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, I'm not doing so well here.
Well, shall we just try running ahead and hope that we don't get caught?
I'll help them out.
If there's too many of them for us to defeat them in combat, are they just on the ground or are they up in the trees also?
They're mostly on the ground, but there are some in the trees. But I mean, it's mostly a threat coming up from the ground.
Are the trees close enough together that if I climbed a tree, I could run along the branches?
It would certainly be. It's doable. It certainly wouldn't be easy.
Does Kip react at all to the vines?
You don't see him.
I just don't see him.
Not in this foliage and these vines, no.
Ooh, Pip ran away.
Well, he was out in front of us.
Yeah, he was.
So yeah, I'm gonna circle up into the air so I'm not standing on the ground while I'm trying to whack these weeds, but that does not seem.
So we didn't get an effect listed for that $75 donation. Now.
Well, that's good, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it could have also gotten you guys out of the scrape.
James,
Yes, sir.
somebody donated to me earlier today, and I just saw the email.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to count that as a donation for our party?
Did they list a note for such?
I don't know. Let me go look. I was going through my emails, and I just saw it.
No, you're fine. If they listed it as such, then yes.
Okay, let me see.
I say
that was Save Tobias.
I speak to the vines and I say, Carton wishes us to pass.
Give me a bearing-based saving throw.
A 4.
Yeah, no.
Maybe you should let the talking person do that.
How about Otheron? You should have a high charisma. Maybe you could, or a high bearing. You should be able to do that.
Uh-huh. I will back him up and say, no, really, he wishes us to pass. Let us through.
Okay.
So,
Because he already
D12?
tried it, I want to try it, but you have disadvantage on your save.
Okay. It's just like 5e where I have to roll 2 and take the lowest? Or
Exactly.
do you have a different system for disadvantage?
Nope, it's exactly the
Alright.
same.
All right. And D12s?
D20s for this. You're rolling a D20. You want to get equal to or above your saving throw value, but you add your bearing attribute modifier.
Okay. So that's going to be a +1. Lowest is a 12. 13. My saving throw is a 13. What if I break
Got it.
even?
That's a success. The vine
Yay!
reluctantly retreat. It's, they're just kind of like, give you just enough of a path. And you notice as one of them is retreating, it's got Pip wrapped up and is starting to pull him away.
Oh, we will need him.
No, not Pip.
I yell at the vine to let him go and pull the two-handed sword.
I try to shoot the vines that are
down.
holding the dog.
Heard someone chime in?
Yes, I asked. I'm sorry. Otheron to stand down and walk over to the vine and say, "Please release the dog."
Okay. Are you using any magical abilities in there? Or are you just trying to like friend of the woodland type thing it?
Friend to the woodland type thing.
Okay. Give me a bearing based saving throw.
As soon as I find my mouse. Bearing 14. Okay. I got a 17.
That is successful. It reluctantly lets the dog go.
Nice.
Okay, come on, Pip. Continue leading the way. You're doing good.
Poor puppers. I give him head scritches.
You guys continue on, and you swear the forest is actually like when you look behind you to follow. You look behind you. It's almost like the forest itself is trying to impede you. You're stepping over more roots. Things look stranger, et cetera, et cetera. And after several hours, it's getting on sundown. And
I don't know if I want to sleep here. This is kind of scary.
Tobias, how far did you say this pond was that you saw?
About a mile?
Yeah, it should only been a few miles.
Few miles.
We should have made it there by now, right? I mean, I'm not a woodsy type person, but
unless the woods were deliberately leading us astray.
Yeah, I mean, did we get lost? Can I climb on top of a tree and see what's going on? If I can see the pond?
Absolutely. You kind of go to get your position to climb up a tree, and you guys hear ring out across the woods a low, mournful. And it's not a wolf howl. It's like this weird, echoing, ominous howl of some kind of creature.
I'm guessing that I can't really tell which direction it came from.
It's weird because it doesn't appear to come from any direction. It's all around you.
The woods are howling at us.
So, are you still following the trail, his scent, Pip? Well, let's keep on going.
He kind of goes.
Pip, is there something that you know that we don't, like maybe we're not going the right way?
So where should we go?
Oh, so I'm gonna climb that tree and see what I can find. James.
When you get up the train, you look around, it looks like the landscape's actually changed.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Can I reorient myself in the general direction to try to get back to the right path?
Give me a forestry check.
Forestry. I don't see that. Oh, plus
You're a
two.
ranger, right? You should have a
Yeah,
forestry.
Forestry plus 2, yeah.
Just roll a d6. You want to get equal to or under your forestry.
Ooh, that's going to be tough. Okay. And I rolled a 1. Yes.
That's good.
Nice.
See, we drop you out of the sky. Life gets better.
Just give him a couple blows to the head. He'll be fine.
Solves most of my problems. I wouldn't grow facial hair like this if I didn't have head injuries. All right. So yes, you find the spot you think the lake would be in the thinning of the forest, but it's in a different, like before it was off to kind of the east. Now it's kind of south-ish east.
Okay. Okay, well, I go down and I tell my party that the forest is trying to direct us in the wrong.
Rufio, can you fly above us and keep us in the proper direction?
I can try, but I didn't see the lake before, so I don't know.
We might be closer now. You might be able to see it.
True. Let me see. So I'll fly up and see if I can see it now.
Give me an insight save.
No.
What'd you roll?
7.
Yeah. Okay.
Needed a 13.
Well, which way is Tobias pointing? You can see him. He's right below you.
Yeah.
So which direction is Tobias pointing? Have Tobias point towards the lake.
That way?
The Tobias is pointing in a south-southeast direction. The path actually takes you more in a due east direction.
So he's pointing not towards the path.
Are you saying that the desirable location is off some sort of path that we are on, or that he's pointing in the wrong direction now?
It appears that the desirable direction you would want to go would take you off of the deer path upon which Pip is leading you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go off the path to the right then a little bit and see if that gets us closer. But stay up above us, Rufio. Tell us if the forest changes while we're walking.
Which one of you is the physically largest character?
Not me.
Not me.
It's not me.
Not it.
I doubt it's me.
I am tall, but not especially large.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Not
am in
enough
plate
to-
armor, or well, I guess I'm not necessarily in plate, am I? I don't know.
I think you're in a Hallbrook, which is not quite heavy plate, but it's no slouch.
Yeah, I'm wearing Hallbrook as well. Like possibly me then.
Pip comes walking up to you and kind of paws at your leg.
Okay.
With gets up on his back haunches and paws at your leg with both his feet.
I lean down, pat his head, and is like, "What's up, boy?"
When you lean down, he jumps up.
Lift him up. Maybe he can smell better from up higher.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll pick him up. Maybe his legs are just tired.
I think he just wants to stay off the ground.
Yep. That's exactly it. He's like, I was on the path and almost got eaten by vines. You guys want to go off the path? I'm not. He's like, nope. I am a 12-pound dog. That is not happening.
A 12-pound. Oh, so he's a small dog.
Yeah. I will tell you this, in real life, both Pip and Puck are based on real pets that I had.
Nice.
And the mouse Leon is based on a real life friend of mine named Leon, who would always he wasn't mean to Puck, but he would agitate him, and then Puck would beat the snot out of him. Like he would, poke him in the nose, and then Puck would inevitably draw his blood, cut him bad. So Puck was a vile cat. He was evil. He was awesome. And so I had to put a mouse named Leon that you could feed the Puck in the module.
He was evil, but he was awesome.
He was who he was, man. I mean, he looked just like Church from Pet Sematary, acted just like Church from Pet Sematary. He sorry, a little tangent, but he would walk up to you while you were eating, and on the hop up on the table, walk up there like he owned the place, look at you, and just go, and swat at your face with his claws because he wanted your food.
Wow.
He was vile. I'm kid you not, man. He was not screwing around.
Since we're kind of off topic at this point anyway, could I request a short 5-minute break?
Tech, is that okay if we do a brief step away, get drinks, use the bathroom break? Does that sound good for everybody? It's about 10:42 my time, 9:42 Texas time. Say we come back in about 15.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll do that then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everyone, mute your mics.
Yes, mute your mics.
Absolutely.
Yes.
those hens out of his hen house, didn't you? And he's gonna come get you. Coscom's gonna cook you.
Man.
Comesworth is the name of the motto, but yeah, he's gonna kill you in your sleep.
Probably.
All right, we're back, guys. So if you're just joining us, my name is James, and we are the Royal Dragoon Guard. We are raising money for Extra Life, running the Hero's Journey fantasy role-playing game, 2nd edition. I am the narrator, and I have my cadre of heroic adventurers with me. The Hero's Journey is a game that I wrote and is available for sale on drive-thru, or you can get it through the Gallant Knight Games web store. It's a fantasy RPG, and I know there's a slew of them out there, but this one's mine, and it's very much inspired by fairy tales and Tolkien, and has a more light, heroic feel than your traditional sword and sorcery pulp. So if you are just joining us, our heroes have discovered a wizard who lived near the forest in a decrepit tower, and his apprentice has betrayed him. And to keep the master from casting spells upon him, the betraying apprentice stole the master's voice, broke the voice into pieces, and cast it into the wizard's various animal friends, including roosters that speak Dwarvish, cats that speak Elvish, and butterflies that communicate through making pictographs.
Don't forget the ravens that speak common.
Oh, the ravens that speak common but can only speak in insults. After learning of this weird and strange way the apprentice has betrayed the master, they have set off into the woods to prevent the evil apprentice Carton from performing some dark and nefarious ritual of which they know not. Along the way, they have been accosted by the forest itself, fighting off strange vines and their own stupidity in an effort to engage in some skyward scouting and accidentally dropping a fellow party member 100 feet from the sky.
He didn't die.
I'm still alive.
Barely.
Very true.
No. We got the donation, remember?
Thanks
That's
to your
true.
donations.
That's exactly right.
He's alive thanks to your donations.
Donations not only save the lives of the children we're trying to support, they save the lives of the fictional characters we're torturing. So if you want to help kids and continue to let me pester Raul, please donate. I mean, not Raul specifically, but probably. So. All right, so the forest itself seems to be working against you guys, and it's getting dark. So dark and scary that even the brave little dog Pip, who has helped you through so much of this, has become weary and a bit scared and is asking to be carried because he's a wimpy little dog. And you've discovered that the place that Carton seems to have gone is now off the narrow deer path you've been followed and into the full wild of the forest. After plunging off the path and descending into the untamed depths of the wilderness, the strange and hollow call you heard upon the wind earlier picks up, and you hear it again.
Can we get a sense of direction this time, or is it still just kind of everywhere?
Everyone, please make me an insight-based saving throw.
Well, probably have no idea.
I make mine.
I do
17
not make
needed
mine.
a 13.
Excellent.
I missed mine.
Those
Roll
of
the
you.
one.
Oh, excellent. You think it came from Pip?
It's okay, buddy.
He's like, oh. Those of you who succeeded, it appears to be to your right flank, and it is closer than before.
So towards the direction of the lake that we're going towards?
Well, the direction you're walking would be towards the lake. It's your right flank, kind of behind you.
So let's move faster.
And as Dennis says that, Dennis, you see out in the darkness, because at this point it's almost full dark, and you're in a very thick wood, which means it's very hard to see. And
some of us have low light vision.
Some of you do. Those of you who do not may do well to light lanterns or torches if you so choose, though doing so makes you wonderful targets in the dark, just to point out.
Does anyone not have low light vision?
I don't.
Halflings do not, and I don't know about the other characters. I know elves and half-elves do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know about the changeling variants in the group.
We can pair up. I think, starlight vision.
Yeah, that's low light vision. Yeah.
Natural creature sees normally low light. Yep. Starlight, moonlight.
So we can at least pair up.
So the only blind person is the yeoman?
Correct.
Oh, I can't see in the dark either.
Oh, that's right. You can't either.
So I pair up with Malin.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wander over and take his arm.
Okay.
So I guess I'll come down and kind of stay in the middle of the group then, since I can't see anything from up in the air anyway.
CJ, you notice dog in your arms is becoming uncomfortable and nervous, and keeps kind of looking like popping up and like looking over your shoulder and then going back down and kind of nuzzling in.
I will comfort the dog and kind of pet his head. It's like, it's okay.
He's actually shaking.
Like,
pretty unnerving.
Well, small dogs are always nervous.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's not like a chihuahua. He's not made of hate.
We have a min pin that does the same thing.
Min pins are weird, man. I'm sorry. Like,
That was a weird effect with the water bottle.
That is cool. Vanishing water bottle.
Sometimes it's transparent, sometimes it's not.
Does anyone have the navigation profession?
Sadly, no.
Nope, I'm just a scribe. I don't even know what I'm doing wandering around the woods with these folks.
Okay. In that case, Raul, make me a forestry check.
Okay. That's a 9.
No. D6, man. D6.
Oh, sorry.
Do it again and you're fired.
Oh, I rolled a 3, and my forestry is a 2.
That's a no. Okay. You guys proceed further and further, and I would assume who's in the lead?
The guy with the armor. Wait, I have armor on too. Damn it. Darn it.
I would probably say Tobias.
So do
since
I.
he's the person with the forestry skill.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, the person who knows where he's doing the woods probably is first.
That would be my thought as well, but I didn't want to assume.
I'm in the middle because I can't see anything at night.
And keep in mind, by now, Josh, your special ability is worn off. It
Right.
only lasts a couple of hours.
Yeah.
All right, let me make a check here real quick. So, Josh, you hear a rustle like off in the woods, and out of nowhere, it seems like a shadow, like literally comes out of the darkness with a pair of glowing green, sickly eyes, and all you see is and you see this like frothing mouth, and you realize it's this massive black hound that like leaps at you from out of the brush. What's your defense?
My defense
Your
is
defense
a 14.
Your honor.
is a 14. 11 plus 8. Oh, that's bad. That's not going to be good. Take 10, but don't forget to subtract your reduction value.
Ow.
So you guys see this massive black dog with these sickly green eyes leap out of the shadow, and like he puts his shield up, but the weight of it kind of pushes him down, and it's actually clamped onto his shoulder. It just barely missed his neck.
That's not good.
I'm gonna go up and try to assist.
And so it pulls away from his neck and lets out this howl, and you finally realize what the source of that weird noise was. I need everyone to make a saving throw.
Based on
no particular modifiers. Just
I
a straight
succeed.
save.
So just throw a D12 or 20.
A 20. The only time you use a 12 for a roll is initiative.
Gotcha.
I made it.
3.
I rolled
Okay.
a 10.
Yeah, it's a fail for me.
Yeah, it's Phil.
Those of you
I
who-
passed.
Excellent. Those of you who failed your save, you were under the effects of the howling portent of the black dog. Your the reduction value provided to you by any armor, protective spells, or magic items is reduced to 0 until noon.
Ooh, ouch.
Ding.
So now do you want us to roll initiative?
Now it's initiative, yes.
12.
12.
2.
12.
14.
There's a lot of 12 flying around. Somebody say 14?
I think
How's
so.
that?
You said it's your initiative, and then I get a +1 for my lineage, and then you said you add your resolve, right, or your finesse? Well,
Your finesse.
your finesse.
Oh. Then 13.
So yeah, I got 14.
All right. Raul, you go first unless someone wants to trade with you.
I have a
going
12
to.
as well.
He had a 14 total.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. All right.
So I'm gonna go up and help out my comrade, pull my sword, and try to beat this dog out of the way.
Okay. Roll your attack roll. You are looking to hit a defense of 16.
Okay, and I
Wow.
also am curious to see how the fact that I'm a changeling would affect that, or if it would affect it at all.
Do you want to pause and watch and see what the dog does as you approach, or do you want to attack it?
I want to attack it. I guess I was
Okay.
wondering whether anything else. And you said I had to beat a 16?
Yes, 16.
Yeah,
16
never
on.
mind. I rolled a 3.
Oh. So that was on 14. 13.
All right. I would like to watch the dog.
Okay. Okay, so you're observing the dog for the round?
Yes.
Okay. 12.
Okay, I'm attacking
Okay.
with my
Do you
sling.
want me to start singing so you can have a +2 first before you do that?
Sure.
So you guys are okay, so you both go on the same number?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can effectively sing before he acts. So
Okay.
you-
I start
plus-
singing.
So I get a +2 to hit,
Yep.
+2
my
to
other-
attack and saves.
plus my other pluses.
But what are you singing is a question.
Yes, you
Something
need to
that-
actually sing, CJ.
I don't sing.
Sing for your supper.
Oh, I see you sing. But
Yes, when I'm drunk. I haven't had any alcohol tonight
yeah,
because you said it was a family-friendly thing.
I was gonna say I sing you sing.
I know. I think you have video somewhere, actually.
I have a 16 to hit.
That is a hit, sir.
You're right. I do have
And-
video.
I need this little guy for 2 points of
Wow.
damage.
Okay. So your sling bullet kind of hits it, and it looks more annoyed than anything. It's like getting pelted. It's like getting pelted with a rock. It's a very muscular, thick-furred creature, so clearly some of that absorbed the damage, but it definitely noticed. Okay, that was on 12, 11. 11 is me. No one else goes. And sorry, Josh, it's going to continue. It's got you like in its clutches. What is your defense?
14.
Okay. 11. Ouch. 1 point. It rolled a 1.
Yes.
It's like snapping, and you're like throwing your shield. You're ducking, dodging, and weaving. So that's on 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Me.
5.
5. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to move into flank with Bob the farmer.
Okay. So and then I assume you're going to attack it.
Yes. So here goes that. Oh God. No, that's a miss.
Okay. You didn't roll a 1, did you?
No, it was a 2.
Woo. So it's on 5, 4, 3, 2,
Here.
1, 2.
So can I even see this since I don't have dark vision?
Yes, because it's got glowing green eyes.
Ah, okay. So yes, I will pull my swords and dash in to attack it.
You do have disadvantage on your attacks though because of the darkness. You can it's like
Okay.
watching blurry, things move.
Oh, James, did I have advantage from flanking?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Nope, no worries.
Okay, so first attack. Do I get anything for rolling doubles? Because I rolled 2 4s.
No, but if you rolled double 1s, it would have been really interesting.
So first attack misses. Second attack, 8 also misses. So
yes, it's definitely a miss. 2 misses. So I was on 2. Nobody goes on 1. Back to the top. Raul, again, if anybody wants to trade, you guys can talk about that. You're not required to trade, but you have the option to do so every round. But once you trade with somebody, that's your new number.
I am seeing, so everyone gets their +2.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has +2 to attacks and saves for as long as CJ's Bard continues performing.
He's doing the Macarena.
No.
But it worked on the Kraken.
No.
I'm glad to
I
see
do so
somebody
little
hates that
damage.
song more than I do. Thank you, James.
I
do so little damage, and it has some reduction value, so I'm not going to have much effect on it, but I'll keep fighting.
Anybody want to go before me? Anybody have any reason to want to go before me? It's cool with me if you do.
Are you not wanting to go first?
No, I just want to make sure that somebody has a plan. They have the opportunity to, implement said plan. If not,
my plan is
charge and chop them up.
my plan is the same as it usually is in combat. Don't die.
Very good point. Okay, so I'm going to attack. And you said that's a D20, right?
Yep, D20 plus your attack modifier for next to the weapon you're using. You're looking to get 16 or higher.
And then you said 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 11. And then if I'm using my long blade, it's +2. And then
+2 from the Bard.
+2 from the Bard. And I'm 1 short, aren't I?
You are 1 short. Okay.
All right, no worries.
Story of your life, isn't it, Raul?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Have you met that guy? Jeez.
Man.
All right, so that's 14, 13.
All right, I'm going to take out my longbow and I'm going to. Do I have a clear shot of the longbow?
Yes, but only because you have the star sight.
Okay. So. I roll a d20, but what happens after that?
What'd you roll total? Add your attack. There should be an attack modifier listed next to your weapon.
Okay.
And then plus another 2 for Theron singing.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, once you've got all your modifiers out, just give me the total. Or you're aiming for 16 total.
I got a 19.
19. That is a hit. Roll damage.
I got a 19.
Yep. 19. That is a hit. Roll damage.
All right, and
Somebody actually hit. Nice.
You do 1d8 for a longbow, I believe.
Yeah, that's 3 points.
Okay. So
Good
the
job,
arrow,
Aaron.
the arrow thunks into it, but it doesn't go that deep. There's a little bit of blood in the wound. I was on 13, 12, 11. That's
Wait,
me.
12.
12.
I go.
Well,
And you're still singing, right?
I'm still singing. I will pull a dagger since I can't use my two hands since one arm is full of dog.
You can put the dog down.
Yeah, and then it'll get eaten by something. We'll never see it again. I'm protecting the dog.
Okay. So I'm slinging again.
Okay.
21.
It definitely hits.
For 4 points. Hey.
Hey.
Maximum
Nice.
damage.
Nice. All right. Josh has not hit it. Okay. How far away are you from it, Dennis?
Well, I'm wherever Malin is, so that far.
So Malin's probably near the mid-backish of the party, wouldn't you say?
Probably.
Malin is okay. I was seeing if it could clear the distance to get to Dennis to attack him because he's the one who's actually hit it consistently and proven to be a threat. And at that close distance, yeah, these things can move. What's your defense, Dennis? Your character's defense?
17.
Nice. So it it tears off of Josh and turns to Bob and comes slavering. It's got an arrow sticking out of its side, bruise on its top of it, and lunges at you. And you've got the sling and the shield, right?
I have, yes.
So you're able to bring your shield up to keep it, but it's like trying to push down on your shield and basically overbear you, but it's unable to injure you. So that's on 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 5 is Josh, I believe.
Right. So I guess I'm going to give chase and attack this thing from behind.
From behind.
Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
That's definitely a hit, sir.
Yay. Okay. Oh, 8 points of damage.
Ooh, good.
From behind, too.
That thing is not happy with you. That was on 5, 4, 3. Had somebody on 3, I believe. 2.
I think I'm next at 2.
Okay.
So here we go. I will try to attack it again.
Okay.
Let's see, 11, 16. So I do hit with first attack. Oh, no, I don't. Sorry.
Mhm.
Disadvantage. Lower of the 2. So, yeah, that's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
12, 13, 14. Just barely hit with the +2 from the bard. 16 exactly.
Yes.
And
Excellent.
that would be 4 points of damage.
It is not looking very happy after taking a sorting from Josh and a sorting from Rufio. It is most displeased at the moment and fears it may have made a poor choice in deciding to eat the small halfling morsel. Back to the top of the round. That gives us to Raul.
Anybody have anything they want to do before me?
Nope. Go ahead. Have at it.
All right, same thing as last time. Two-handed swing or swing. You said 16, right?
Correct.
I rolled an 18, so yes, I hit.
I would like to comment. We have donators requesting that if CJ will sing on stream, they will make a donation. If she won't, I will.
I don't know which one would be worse, to be honest.
That's a fair argument. How much?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. It is irritated by your blow. And that was on 14. So 13.
All right,
And Tech, let us know if somebody makes a singing donation. I will jump on that grenade for our beloved CJ. So 12, 11.
12
wait.
is me.
13.
13. I'm so sorry.
All right. 14. I'm using the long sword right now because it's really close to me. And I just got a 16. So let's roll damage. Oh, that's better. 7 points of damage.
Oh, wow. This thing, when you come up and you fire at it, like it is, the only thing keeping it up at this point is anger. Like it is beat to crap. It's like, and on its action, it actually turns to run and darts off as fast as it possibly can.
Well, it hasn't come to its turn in the round.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It goes in 11. I'm so sorry. It's your turn.
So it's my turn. I'm slinging at it again, even though it's right in front of me. I am not afraid of this thing. Well, maybe I am afraid of it. My stone flew up into the trees somewhere.
Okay. Since I'm also on 12, I will take a stab at it with the knife I'm holding.
Dennis, my stream dropped for just a second. What did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, me? I missed. I rolled
Okay.
a 3.
Oh,
Okay. Then on 11, it turns to run.
okay, well, it's still my turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am such a jerk.
We are the champions, my friends. I rolled 19. And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Down.
Okay, I'm done. I hit it with a knife.
All right, roll your damage.
4.
4?
Yep.
It is deceased.
Yay, well done.
Woohoo!
Maybe. Let's see what it was, actually.
What do you mean what it was?
Does it like transform after it dies or anything? Or does it just...
No, it falls over dead.
Okay.
So, I took care of the mean puppy. It's okay.
So
if anyone wants to-
does Josh, no, I'm sorry, does Cedrus need healing then? You can heal each person once a day, right?
Yeah, after a battle, you can do what's called binding wounds, which doesn't require a roll. You just do it. And you can heal 1d4 once per character.
I'm pretty close to half hit points.
Well, it's basically a free heal. It's not like it's required. You don't have to do it, but...
Okay, so we will bind his wounds.
Cool.
All right, roll a d4, Josh.
Or at least we'll bind him somehow.
To a tree?
That works.
Careful.
I can put him up. I can put him up a little high. That way he's out of danger.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so you gain back 2.
And now, who was it that healed before?
Well,
Theron?
What's
yeah.
that?
Were you the one who healed before?
No, I don't have healing.
No, that was me.
Malin's the one with the healing powers.
And so you can heal each person once a day. So you haven't healed Josh yet.
Wait, hold on. How is she?
Hold on.
No, it's a spell, man. She did it through a spell.
Yeah.
And she didn't do it through. She didn't do the spell anyway because of the donation.
Right, because of a donation. Correct.
Yeah.
And so she's got a limited number of spells. She can't just slap everybody with a D8 plus 1 per day.
Oh, okay.
Spell, and you can only have it cast on you once per day. Yeah, healing is fairly limited in this game, and hit points are fairly low because combat should be a scary, scary thing. Combat bad.
Okay, so we killed the thing. Do we move on after we bind Cedric's wounds?
Well, when it dies, it bursts open and a bunch of gold and these weird numbers. No, wrong type of game.
I was like, ooh, really?
No, not really. No. As much as I love Final Fantasy, especially the old stuff, no.
I'm not sure we know exactly where we're going at this point.
That depends on the forestry check I'm about to ask Raoul to make.
Ooh, that's a 6, right?
That's the 6. You want a 1 or a 2, buddy?
Nope. Roll the 5.
Oh, anybody want to throw a donation in? Maybe let him do a re-roll. It's only $1.
I asked Pip if he knows which direction.
That's right. I forgot. Pip has forestry as well.
And he did not die.
No, he did not.
That's why I held on to him.
Pip looks back the way you came, and you realize he's probably not so much looking the direction you should go as he wants to go home.
Yeah.
Oh.
But come on, Pip, we have to save your master.
Uh-huh.
My master's safe. We're going after this jerk, I can deal with him not talking. He can feed me. No.
He can't move. He can't feed himself.
That's true. All right.
And I'm guessing that it's still. I'm guessing it's still dark outside and everything.
It is pretty much the full of night.
Nice.
Do you guys want to continue to meander through the forest in the dark?
Is there a good place to set up camp?
I mean, you could hang hammocks in trees. There's enough space for people to lay down, but it's not like a big campsite or anything.
I vote we stop for the night because I can't see anything.
Okay.
Probably be safer up in the trees than when we put it on the ground.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. I like sleeping in trees.
Of course, you do.
I'm good at climbing. I don't mind being in a tree.
So are we stopping? Are we stopping? Are we stopping?
Seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
believe
You
we are.
split up into a tree and lay down between two branches.
So, Malin, are you going up in a tree too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'll go up in the same tree as Malin, and while she's asleep, I will stay awake beside her, standing guard. And when she wakes up, I'll sleep.
Okay, so basically, well, are you guys going to set watches?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just alternating my watch with Malin.
Okay.
I don't want to stand a watch. I'm tired.
What a wimp. Bratty kids.
I'll take a walk for sure.
Okay. So how long do you guys want to rest, and how many watches are you taking across that rest?
How long does it take to recharge spells?
8 hours. 8 hours of rest.
Okay.
8 hours.
So, Malin, do you want to heal either Tobias or Cedric before you go to sleep?
That's a good question.
I mean, technically, hold on, let me look at something.
I think I was, yeah.
I couldn't hear what she said.
Sorry, I was reading. Single target for the spell. Darn. Okay, who's more hurt?
I'm at full capacity because of that.
Oh, right. You were healed because of the donation.
You got a full healed.
So Cedrus.
Yeah, I'm down 6.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do Heartened Harmony and 1d8 plus 1. Let's see what that gets us. Ouch. Sorry. You got 2.
All right.
It's two more than they had before.
Yeah.
Also, resting overnight heals 2.
Nice.
Cool. So
but before we get there, let's talk about these watches.
So, how many spellcasters do we have?
I'm a spellcaster, but I didn't expend any spells, so I would be fine.
Yeah, anybody. My idea was that whatever spellcasters use spells should get their full 8 hours. Everybody else doesn't really need the 8 hours, unless you're damaged.
Well, I want to stay up the whole time that Malin is sleeping because I have to guard her. But I am concealing myself in the branches and not moving, so I should be pretty invisible while I'm on guard.
Yeah. As a halfling, you can stay concealed. If you choose to stay up all night, you can do that, but you'll have disadvantage to pretty much all your rolls the next day from exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's okay. I'm not much of a fighter anyway, so.
You did most of the damage on that dog thing.
Protect my charge.
Yeah, but you would have disadvantage to protecting your charge.
Yep. Whereas if you get your sleep, and because all of us will be staking watches too, and you'll be able to protect her better.
Okay, well that makes sense. So somebody be sure to wake me up if anything happens, any threat happens.
Oh, trust me, we will.
So I'll stand guard some, and then when I get sleepy, I'll just go to sleep.
All right. So how many characters do we have on watch? You're letting the spellcasters sleep through, correct?
Yes.
And there are 4 other player characters. Are you letting the Everchild sleep through?
The question is, do we trust the Everchild to actually stand his watch? And I'm kind of no.
No.
It's a fair assessment.
I mean, I'm 12. Come on.
I said, but I didn't. I didn't use any spells, so I don't technically need the full 8 hours.
You can take a watch and be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's still 4 of us.
Okay. Cool. Great. So are you just going to take 2-hour watches so that everybody basically gets 6 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if anything comes to trouble you in the night.
Rangers in the night.
No, that's Raul. He's a ranger in the night.
So you should have had Rufio sing, not me.
What's cool is Rufio actually, the Everchild has an ability. Speaking of roosters, called Cockscrow.
Yes. Well, crow for the dawn.
Yeah. Also, okay, so the evening does pass uneventfully. Josh, are you currently injured?
Yes.
Remember, when the dawn touches your skin for the first time every morning, you heal 1d4 damage.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Part of being Summerborn.
Sweet. All right. I'm back to full between the sleep and the Summerborn.
I was really proud of that little ability. Like, that's little and useful and, like, dramatic.
Yeah. I wasn't sure it would apply, but I guess with us up in the trees, it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you hadn't been up in the trees, it wouldn't have.
Right.
So, do I heal 2 as well for sleeping? Okay.
Dose.
Eckies?
No.
Oh.
I may dress weird, but I'm not the most interesting man in the world.
You still grow your hair out long, James, so you'll have the full lemmy going on.
Dude, the problem is this is as long as it gets. My hair just doesn't grow any longer than this. Ever. Otherwise, I would really rock the lemmy.
You have the beard going on perfect, man.
No, this is a little thin. I want to get it. Josh saw it when it was like at its thickest. It was massive at one point.
Yeah, you had some pretty good mutton chops last time we played.
Yeah. And that was, I shaved and regrew them. So, mainly to make
they're actually connecting all the way through, you know?
Well,
a lot of people can't get that connection between the chops and the
stash.
Yeah.
Anyway, my glorious facial hair aside.
Some of us can't grow a beard, so shush.
Well, you know.
See, we're trying to butter you up so that you like kind of let us off easy tonight and have nothing happen while we're asleep in the trees.
Were you at the last session?
Yes.
So then you know, do I let people off easy?
No, but we could hope.
Hope in one hand.
Family friendly. Family friendly.
I didn't say, that's all I said. So, attempting to pick up the trail. Raul, will you give me a forestry check, please?
Three.
Let's see if the dog can do any better.
We named the dog Indiana.
He was almost named Indy. That close.
Rest in peace, Sean Connery. Rest in peace.
The Pip was much cooler. So, Raul picks up the trail and starts going, and he's going about 10 feet, and the dog like walks up to you and like paws you on the hand where you're down looking at some tracks.
Okay.
And he's like,
Okay, so I'll follow the dog.
Well, he kind of quietly leads you over and looks at the tracks when nobody else is looking and looks at you, and it's like,
okay. Look, I found tracks.
You swear for a second the dog winks at you.
Oh, I love this dog.
Exactly. You get the players to like him. You know why?
No.
Because we don't have a goblin to befriend?
Hey, that goblin was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Fruit?
So after a couple hours of going through the wood's actually thin. And the thick kind of ominous looming feel of the forest becomes a little brighter, a little more comforting, a little more natural. And as the forest thins out, you see the great pool of water before you. And it's frozen. It's not little, but it's not like a lake. It's, a small pond.
Okay.
To put it in modern terms, think a golf course pond. It's about that size.
I don't know. I've been on some golf courses that have some pretty good sized ponds.
Well, that's true. That's a fair point.
So we're talking like putt. Oh.
No. think about 50 by 50.
Decent size.
Yeah, decent size. Except in the middle of summer under the bright sun, it's frozen solid.
Weird.
I'll fly up to the edge and kind of tap it with my sword and go, it's not supposed to be like this.
Hold on. I got some fun descriptive stuff here.
Uh-oh.
Well, it opens up into a grove with this pond at the center. You see a large pool there, and it's frozen over with a clear, like a thin, clear sheet of ice. You see in the middle of the pool, like standing on the ice, rising from a kneeling position, is a human man. He might have been attractive once, like a good-looking young guy, but his face is all kind of twisted up and contorted. It's almost unnatural, like locked in a perpetual grimace. He as he stands, you see he's holding a thick blackwood staff in his right hand, and he turns and looks at the group, and he's like, "You. Did that old fool send you? Doesn't he see? They deserve to die. All of them. The lodge, everything. They're cruel, they're corrupt. They hunt our friends for sport. What are they going to do to this forest after it's dead? Burn it for timber. I will do what he can't." And as you look under the ice, you see an elfin, almost fey-looking woman trapped under that thin layer of ice, like beating on it.
No, this will not do.
Now,
I feel like
help. Good.
No, go ahead.
You can help me cleanse this land, or you can be part of the cleansing.
I cleanse every day. Well, sometimes.
The
I feel the urge to shoot this man. I pull out my bow.
So if we promise to burn down the lodge, you'll help us release the curse on Baltheron?
Oh, no. We're not talking about burning down the lodge here. We're going to set the proper predators in these woods so that no hunter, whoever comes in here, will ever go out again.
Can I shoot him now?
Well, I don't know. That sounds reasonable, but still, we'd like to remove the curse on your former master if we could.
In due time. Let me complete my ritual, and then we will do that.
Seriously, I don't think it's a good idea to let him do that.
What predators are you releasing into the woods?
You've already met one of the lesser creatures in my service.
Do y'all not see the crazy coming off this one?
The dog. No, man.
The big dog that we killed last night?
Didn't really impress me that much.
Yeah, but if that's a small creature, that's scary. So, no, this guy is not going to do his spell.
You can't stop me. No one can. Baltheron couldn't. His little pets couldn't. You are...
I'll take that bet, and I'll aim and shoot.
All right, roll initiative. Everybody, you get a +2, CJ.
Oh,
11.
12.
13.
I like this D12.
I didn't want something so swingy as a D20, and I felt a D10 was too confining.
6.
7. Sorry, 8.
Yeah, I got a 4.
Okay, so we had highest was a 14.
I believe so, yes.
Was that you, CJ?
Mine was 13.
13. Okay.
And I was 12.
Okay, then 13 was the highest. I assume you're shooting this guy.
I am shooting this guy, yes.
But
19 on the die, +1, so 20 to hit.
That is most definitely a hit. Please roll your damage.
Shoot him in the eye.
5.
Okay. It's too late. You can't stop what I've begun. All right, so 12, Dennis.
Okay. I take out my We're at the edge of the pond.
Correct.
I take out my short blade and stab it into the ice.
Okay. Make me an attack roll and just don't roll a 1.
A 5.
You definitely hit the ice. You chink a piece of the ice away, and then when you pull your sword back to do it again, you see the ice go.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that was on 12. 11?
Yep, that would be me.
What you doing there, buddy?
So how far away is
about 30
is
feet.
the wizard? 30
About 30
feet.
feet.
So within jumping distance, I'm assuming.
Jumping?
Well, jumping, flying.
You could fly to him. It would be your movement, but you could fly to him.
Or I
I
can
mean, yeah, you could effectively treat it like a fly. It would be a jumping.
See if you can get his staff away from him.
Yeah, well, don't we have to break that thing?
We do.
That's a good question. Can I? Well, no, because a slingshot wouldn't have enough damage to actually break his staff. But yeah, I'll do a. Can I do a called shot and try to hit him in the hand to make him drop the staff?
You can do a call shot to him, or you can hit the staff directly. It's up to you.
I think I would want to. Hit him in the hand to make him drop the staff.
That would be a called shot. You would attack, but at a disadvantage.
Right.
What kind of weapon do you have?
It's a slingshot.
Or a slingshot?
Yeah, so I have a +5 to hit, +2 with thrown ranged weapons. So, so long as I don't roll poorly, I should be okay. So, and of course I roll poorly, so I miss.
What'd you roll?
My disadvantage roll was 4, so +7 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Nope. All right, so that was on 11, correct?
Correct.
10. 9. That's me. Okay. I need to know who has the highest hit point total or endurance total in the book. I believe, or in the game. I believe Josh has 22 or 23.
My endurance is an 18.
Okay.
Mine is 20.
Okay.
Mine's 22.
11.
Okay. I need Josh and Dennis to both make saving throws. It is versus spells if that isn't a problem.
Okay, I made mine.
I just rolled a 1.
So he sees Bob kind of chipping at the ice, and he sweeps a hand out, and this handful of stones kind of flies out of his hand, and 2 of them dart from his hand and strike. One of them strikes Josh. You kind of like draw your sword and you move into combat, and one of them strikes you right on the neck. Just a rock, dink, and then falls over. And Dennis, usually the same kind of rock coming towards you, and you're able to put your shield up and keep it from hitting you. Josh, no damage, but you're asleep.
Great.
The rock sitting on the ground next to Josh and Dennis is a perfectly polished river rock with a hole through it.
Huh.
That was a 9. 8.
Do I think that I could throw that with my sling?
Oh, absolutely, you could.
Okay.
8. 7.
8's me.
8.
Raul, you first, or do you want me to go?
No, I'm 7. You're an 8.
Okay. All right. So.
But you guys could trade, so it's up to you.
No, I don't really have much.
I would like to try to crack the ice with my longsword.
Okay. Again, roll a hit. Don't roll a 1.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. It's similar to Dennis. You kind of crack it really hard with your sword, and it puts this nice chip in the ice. But then as soon as you pull your hand back to strike again, it goes and closes back up.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody throw the wizard in it.
Anybody have a bag of salt?
Well, I guess I shouldn't say it's a crack. It's more of a chip. It doesn't go through the ice.
All right, I have magical awareness. I'm guessing I can tell that this is a magical thing.
You know, he just cast Slumbering Sting. This is definitely a magical thing. That elfin-looking maiden under the water is definitely magical. He is obviously a wizard.
All right, my priorities just changed. Next.
Okay. Did you want to act?
I really want to see if I can get his staff away from him. Can I do that in this turn?
Because he used magical awareness, you could move up to him, but you couldn't act.
Okay. In the meantime, I will move up in front of Bob and protect him.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no, I have to protect you.
Yeah, well, you're fending off sleep right now.
No,
I was okay. I saved.
Yes, I know, but he might attack you again.
It's true. So that was on 8, 7, Raul.
Okay, sorry, I just lost my train of thought here. I'm going to, let's see here. I am going to try to take a swing at that staff and see if I can break it in half.
Okay, make an attack roll against a defense of 18.
18? Wow. So, come on. I rolled a 1.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I need new dice.
Give me a finesse-based saving throw.
Hold on, let me find another 20. Okay.
Hold on, let me change that out real quick.
I rolled a 9.
You fall on your butt and your sword skitters across the ice 20 feet away.
Okay.
Hey.
It was on 7, 6.
We lost audio again.
Yeah.
Where did my count cut off?
6.
Right after 6.
All right, 5, 4,
I'm
3,
4.
4. You're asleep. 3, 2, 1. Top of the order, CJ.
Do you want to start singing again or not?
Actually, I was just about to say, I'm going to start singing and then shoot him again.
You would sing and then you would shoot him and then sing.
Okay, I will shoot him and then I'll start singing. 17 to hit.
That definitely hits him.
4 damage.
Ouch. He has got like blood coming out of his mouth from the various wounds, arrows sticking out of it. He's not having a happy day. So that was on 14, 13, 12.
That's me. And you're singing now?
I am singing now.
Okay. Being careful not to touch the rock with my skin, I pick it up with the pouch of my sling, and then sling it at the Carden.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Ah, phooey.
What'd you roll?
I missed, and the rock is gone now. Too bad.
You didn't roll a 1, did you?
No, I didn't.
Good. That was on 11 or 12. Sorry.
12.
So 11.
And I go 11.
Yep.
So since I see him reeling, I'm not going to try and attack the staff. I'm just going to try and hit him with my sling.
Okay.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That's what you needed.
Oh, nice. And then that's a 1d4 damage. 4 damage.
You kind of crack him upside the skull, and he has to lean on his staff to keep from falling over. He's barely keeping his feet. You've rung his bell.
Nice. So can I do a crow for the dawn at this point?
Yeah, I would like you to do that. Can you remind me of what that does?
So once per day, an Everchild can let out a loud rooster-like crow as a whoop of victory to empower themselves and instill their allies with youthful vigor. All allies within 60 feet that hear the crow immediately regain endurance equal to twice the Everchild's level. The Everchild then receives advantage on their next attack roll or saving throw made during that scene.
And I would rule that crow would wake Josh up.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yay.
So yes, I will definitely do that then. So everybody recovers 6 endurance as well, if anybody's taken any damage.
Yep.
Nice.
Because I friggin' love the book Peter Pan.
Oh yeah, it's truly awesome.
Yeah. And people do not realize that Peter is really a jerk.
Yeah, he is.
He's the horrible person.
James
But
Barry.
no,
was a
you
pretty
can't
strange
leave.
guy.
You need to stay here and with us.
Forever. Yeah, James Barry was a
Forever
strange
and ever.
dude. He was a strange dude. Yeah, and the implication that when Lost Boys get too old, they just kill them. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, literally
He froze up
you're
right
kind
as
of-
he was going to say that. That's
a funny
awesome.
face. Somebody get a screenshot of that.
Done. So you froze up right as you said the Lost Boys.
Okay. I would like every single one of you to make a saving throw versus spells.
And I get
Woohoo,
advantage
I
on
made
this
it.
one.
I'm good with these saving throws.
Wow.
And everyone still has a +2 because I'm singing.
I rolled
Yes.
a 19.
Oh, does that help on saving throws too?
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I easily make it.
I made it.
Bards is useful, man. Bards is useful. He points a finger to the space between the people attacking him in melee and those hanging at the edge of the frozen lake. And you see a trickle of orange flickering light. And
I think James has frozen again.
We lost you, James.
those of you who made your saving throw take 8 points of damage. Those of you who did not take 15 as a massive explosive fireball rings out.
Ow.
So how much if you made the throw?
8.
Ouch.
That's still pretty.
It's too bad that he did that right after the crow of the morning.
Yeah, right. Well,
But
I
it didn't
can't
give you
fly
advantage on
anymore.
the save.
I told you our GM was evil.
I can be worse. Would you like me to?
No.
No,
No.
it's okay. Don't do that.
What was the rooster's name from earlier?
Combsworth.
Comesworth. So I wake up, no, Comesworth. and then,
That's great.
So did anybody die?
Nope.
No.
So that is his action. That was on 9. So on 8, I believe CJ.
No, me, actually.
I'm so sorry.
You're good. All right. So I don't know that I'm trying to attack him necessarily so much as get his staff away from him.
But he's pretty hurt.
Yeah,
If
he's
you can
pretty
do some
jacked.
damage, that might take him out.
It's true. So that would be kind of melee, right?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Go for the eyes, boo.
I got a 20.
Oh, that totally misses. No, it doesn't do anything. No, that hits full damage.
Uh, 2 points of damage.
He slumps over, blood pouring from a wound in his side, and then from his knees collapses to the ice, unmoving.
Okay, break the staff.
Yes. I grab the staff and break it. Try to break it over my knee.
Okay, who's still standing on the pond?
Oh, shoot.
I'm on the shore, so
I'm on the shore. I didn't
Yeah.
go onto the pond.
I never moved.
Anybody still standing in the pond? You're now in about 15 feet of water.
I think the only thing that was on the pond was Tobias's sword
Yeah.
And the
that's
wizard. And the wizard.
and the wizard.
Oh, I'm
oh,
on
the wizard
pond.
you're supposed to be protecting there, Bob.
Yeah. She ran up, stabbed him, grabbed the staff, snappo, splash.
Well, isn't there an elf or fairy type person in the water?
That's
There
one of
is.
the reasons I really wanted to break the staff.
So as soon as the staff breaks, the ice kind of just almost in seconds, it just goes. You see, it's like watching something, a spring thaw occur in about 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
this elfin woman kind of, whereas she was like beating on the ice to get out before, she stands up and then walks through the water as if you or I would walk through normal air. And walks right to the shore and kind of runs her fingers through her hair. Anyone
You grab Malin on your way in?
Yeah, does she catch her?
she doesn't, but it's not treacherous, so it's easy enough to swim out. I'm not going to make her roll to not drown. It's just she's wet.
Yeah.
Anyone who would find women to be rather attractive, this is probably one of the most attractive women you've ever seen.
So
She
I'm probably
Wait
just
a minute.
beside.
I might find her attractive. Does she have food?
no, so she's kind of cool looking, but could be better.
Does she have tobacco?
No, because then I would be, that would just that's no, I'd keep that to myself.
She have large.
So I'm-
Never mind.
She have large tracts of land.
She's got a very extensive set of coastal land, as you can evident from the pond. But she's wearing like this shimmering blue-green gown it's very form-fitting. She's very almost got a gymnast build, very muscular, very slender, and Fae features. Like, elves look a little bit strange, and then Fae look like, wait, that's just not right, but it's still strange. You look away. Very much that.
So I'm kind of like standing by the pond with just gobsmacked at this point. Just
like something in your body means you might be still an ever child, but maybe adulthood might not be so bad.
You know, certain things might actually be working, you know.
Yep. She actually turns and looks back to Malin and offers a very gentle smile. As now, is Malin like coming up spluttering, or is she just like, damn it?
Kind of treading water as dignifiedly as possible.
She turns and she looks at Malin. She offers Malin a very kind smile, and then kind of speaks more to the rest of the group. And says, "Thank you, thank you."
So does Malin need help getting to the shore?
No, she's making her way there slowly.
And can I heal her from a distance with heal charge?
With what capacity?
Heal charge. Do I have to touch her for that?
Nope.
Okay, but she did you make your save for the fireball
thing?
I did
not.
Okay, so I will go ahead and do that. So that's I don't know if I have 4. Okay, I'm gonna have to roll these twice.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
while he's healing Malin, I'm gonna go and take the lady's hand and kiss her knuckles and be all schmoozy.
So you're barding it up.
I'm barding it up, yes.
Can you show me how to do that?
Okay, I healed Malin for 11 points of endurance.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yes.
I saw my connection drop and then come back. So you're barding it up. And you know what I mean when I say that kind of polite shyness, like, oh, you're being too kind. You know, that's very much what she's giving off back to you. She appreciates the fawning, but she's clearly just not placating you because she's not trying to insult you. But she wants to be both respectful, but make it clear that she's not interested in mortals.
And Bob said that he healed Malin for what, 11, Bob?
Yes.
Yep. So she
actually I forgot one of my abilities. I could have given you advantage on that saving throw, but I didn't think about it.
Yeah, yeomen can turn people into tanks quick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they grant their charge saving throw advantage. They grant their charge the ability to only be surprised on a 1. If their charge goes down, they get advantage. They're neat. I wanted to do a support class that wasn't a walking med kit. Nobody wants to play the healer. Everybody's like, I don't want to play the healer.
I like playing the healer.
I like playing healers. I play clerics a lot.
I love playing a cleric can be fun, but when everyone's like, we need a healer, you're just like, oh man, like let me have some clerics can be fun if you put some meat on their bones.
That's what dwarf clerics are always the best.
No, sorry.
Yes.
In Wizard 101, I had a green specialist who after maxing out my levels, I would just go around with other people's parties to not fight, but just to heal them.
See, that's cool. The best cleric I ever played never took a single life. He had avowed pacifism. He never killed anybody. He was awesome to play. He was great. But basically, she says, Baltherden, is he all right?
Well, he's hungry. He's hungry, but he's alive. His voice was broken and given to the animals.
Hopefully with the breaking of the staff to fix that.
Do you think that the breaking of the staff fixed that?
I wouldn't be able to say for certain, but I hope my husband is all right.
Dang, married. Okay.
Yeah, that close.
And not only that, but married to the wizard we were trying to save. Ooh.
Why do you think he built his tower so close to the woods?
So your
Has the
name
things
is
for
you are
dryads.
Zephyr then?
I'm a dryad.
A dryad. But your name,
That-
what is your name?
Neonel.
Yeah, we never mentioned that. Oh well.
Well, his detailed communication skills were a bit limited.
True enough.
True.
You know, how do you Pictionary wife?
But we did have those notes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, also
I
the
can
encounters.
Pictionary ex-wife, but I don't think I could Pictionary wife.
Well, and the funny thing is, the longer it takes you to get through to the pool in the center, the shorter time she has before she'll die under the water.
Gotcha.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, in Hero's Journey, dryads who die or get corrupted effectively turn into water weirds.
So did Carden have any valuable stuff on him?
You'd have to swim out to get it.
Yeah.
Loot the corpse.
That's in the middle of the pond, 15
Loot the
feet down.
corpse.
That's in the middle of the pond, 15 feet down.
Loot the corpse.
See, my
Go
connection
get it.
goes out for a second, and the first thing I hear is loot the corpse.
Which
do
I
you
had to remind
expect?
them
You're
was
playing
in
with
the middle of
Cory.
a pond, 15 feet down.
Yes, it's true. He's in the middle of a pond, 15 feet down. If you want to see if the dryad will drudge him up, you can, but
No, I
Sure.
think we should leave him there.
No, drag him out. Maybe he has a magic ring or something like that.
Does he have
It's
like
not
a
in magic
camp
rings.
nearby?
It's in magic belts, my friends.
what's that?
Does he have like a camp nearby where he was sleeping?
Mm-mm. Not Neonel tells you he does not. Like Balthadon, he was well trained in the wood and felt as home in it as anywhere else. So he left very little trace of his passing.
Okay.
But does he have anything that's valuable on his body that we could take? Or even better, anything that might be needed to break the spell on Balthazar?
Well, Balthazar indicated that just breaking the staff would break the spell.
It's true, he did indicate that.
But we're not there and we don't know if that actually worked or not.
Well, now we need to go back and check on him instead of,
we could
diving
like
for
loot
treasure.
the corpse. We could loot the body as
fly-
well. I mean,
You could fly out there and dive. Have fun.
I actually can't because I'm damaged. I'm hurt.
Yeah. He
on
takes
the
too much
ground.
Me
damage.
too. I'm kind of at half health here. I'm not feeling so great.
Neonel tells you that she will ensure your safe passage through the forest.
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
The domain shall be returned to her and balanced as it should be.
Good.
So no big scary wolves attack us?
None larger than the little thing in the silver-tongued one's arms.
Okay.
Okay, so let's head back to the tower.
Oddly enough, the trip back seems much easier. You find the game trail with less heavy vines and less twisting roots. You don't hear any strange noises. It's more a stroll through the summer woods and let's say, God, what's wrong with this forest kind of trip.
Mhm.
By 3:00 in the afternoon, you're able to get back to the tower.
Oh, that was pretty
And,
fast.
The forest was
so-
working against you. So
Yeah, I knew that was taking far longer. I mean, I'm not the ranger type, but
And so when we walk into the tower, I say to the goat, so Myrtle, can you still talk to us? How about you, Combs? How about you, Combsworth?
I'm going to steal your ladies and eat them for breakfast. I don't eat meat. Don't worry about it. Just joking.
And the door to the inner part of the tower opens, and you see Balthudan come walking down with his big old gnarled staff. And he walks right up behind Coxcomb and just kind of takes his staff and sweeps him off to the side. Doesn't hit him, but just kind of, unceremoniously shoves him out of the way.
And I look, is my bowl still on the ground there? If so, I'll go pick it up.
Nice.
Combsworth kind of looks at the bowl and looks at you, and then just in a huff, if a chicken could be in a huff, storms off into the chicken coop. And Balthudan says,
so Balthudan, can you talk now?
Apparently not, because the GM is frozen again.
Oh.
Yes.
That's another screenshot.
No, I cannot talk because the GM is frozen.
Are you back? No, still frozen.
No.
Am I back yet?
Moving.
Am I back yet?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so you were frozen for a good while there.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So
when you say to him, "Can you talk?" When you say to him, "Can you talk?" he pauses for a very, very long, awkward second, because I froze, and then he goes, "Yes, I can. Thank you very much."
Okay, cool.
If there is any way I can repay the service you have done to me and to the forest and to my many loved ones, please let me know.
Many loved ones?
I'm guessing
you can donate to our charity.
A charity?
Absolutely. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing. And he hands you his staff.
Ooh.
What are you going to do with that staff?
It's not mine anymore. The question is, what are you going to do with that staff?
Well, I am not a magic user, so I'll hand it to Malin.
It is not a staff for a magic user. It is staff for a traveler, whoever they may be.
Oh, I see.
Whoever what? You broke up there.
He handed it to you. You as a halfling, it is out of character. I'll let you guys know, it's a halfling heirloom.
Oh, really?
A gnarled walking staff. Yep.
So does it shrink down to size for him?
No. But what it does do is it's a wooden walking stick. Basically, it functions as a balanced quarterstaff, which means you get +2 to attack with it. And any character carrying a gnarled walking stick receives advantage on all saving throws made to resist or avoid natural hazards.
Oh, that's cool. You guys mind if I keep this, since it's like a halfling heirloom?
And it's like 3 times the size of the halfling.
No, it's a halfling heirloom instead.
It's 6 foot. Yes, halflings. Heirlooms and heroes, or magic items in Heroes Journey are most often called heirlooms, and they're associated with a specific lineage. This item most often is crafted by these people. So a halfling could have made it for a human at some point, and it'd be larger. Or you could wake up, and it might be sized to you.
You're breaking up a lot.
Who knows,
James?
Well, a walking stick or a cane for a human size would be about quarterstaff for a halfling, I would imagine.
Depends on the walking stick. If it's sized more like a cane, A halfling, I imagine, would have like the size of a cane. Like I have a cane. I'm supposed to use a cane. It's 38 inches high.
Mm-hmm.
So a little
Yeah,
over 3 feet.
But if it was sized more for a actual walking stick for a human, it would be twice the halfling's height pretty easily.
Right.
Yeah. But if it's, sized for a cane for a human, it'd be perfect for a halfling for staff.
Right, exactly.
Roughly.
Balthadan tells you that you are welcome to the hospitality of his home and may pass through the Whispering Wood unmolested for as long as he and his wife guard them.
Oh, and I take the apple out of my pack. And what does this do?
I don't really know.
Okay. I put it back in my pack.
The odd thing is it's been in your pack for 2 days and it's still perfectly fresh. Like there's no dents in it. You've been thrown around, hit by a fireball. Still looks as ripe as the day it was plucked.
Okay.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Can I have it?
Until I find a princess that I don't particularly like and test it.
I'm hungry. Can I have it?
No, here, have an egg.
That sounds kind of dangerous beside the rooster over here.
The rooster kind of sticks his head out of the coop and is like side-eyeing people. Long story short, Balthadan tells you have the hospitality. Balthadan tells you have the hospitality of his home whenever you should wish it. And I think you guys have come to pretty much the end of this adventure, and we've almost run exactly 4 hours, which was what we had slotted for, and I am very pleased with that. Even with the late start, we still got our 4 hours in. So any last minute donations, please, 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 please. It's for the kids, man. Who doesn't like kids? I don't mean little baby goats, but they're cute too.
I want to personally thank all the people that donated through my page, and that includes let's see, Noah, Joe, and Melissa, and someone else anonymous. So thanks.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my donors, Laura, and then Anonymous, for their donations.
Yeah, and I will thank, I think I only had 2 for this particular session, but that was Melly and Raven Alternative. Thank you for your contributions and for saving our halfling or not our halfling, our Tobias when he got hurt really bad.
Yes, thank you.
Are we just donators during the stream? Actually, if you guys don't mind, because this is my only stream for the weekend, I'd like to go ahead and thank all my donors. Is that cool?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bueller? Okay, cool.
As we're going to be here for the next hour.
No, it's not that many. I'd like to thank my top donor, Alan Barr, who is also my publishing partner at Gallant Games. Not only did he make an amazing donation, but he's also part of the reason Hero's Journey exists in the first place. Support him. He's awesome and makes great games. Raven Alternative threw in 75. Thank you very much. Saved Raoul's bacon on that one, I believe. Or no, Raven didn't even ask for anything. Just 75. Boom. Up in there.
No, she did ask. She is the one that saved Raoul. She did come back and post in the chat about saving Tobias.
Okay. Then we had somebody listed as JM. I do not know who you are, but thank you for your donation. My good buddy Rob, the anonymous donor for $5. Awesome. Fitz, who you are, amazing individuals. Who I know is you're still okay, even though again, Empire, whatever. Phil Posey, the Simcrater, I love him to death. Eric Tenkar with $100 donation, awesome. $25 anonymous donation
I think he's frozen again.
Yep. He dropped out again.
Oh yeah, I checked with Jess. She had said that the people were talking about donating if I sang, and I sang, but sad face. All good. Good thing.
It was good for the story, Chief.
Yeah, I know. As long as it's good for the story, but I need like alcohol next time.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that happens.
Well, I mean, NOS is kind of like alcohol. Oh God!
I'll just have Raul post the video of me singing on stage.
Yes, right. So CJ, when will you be back in town?
My departure date has been moved to next Saturday. So as long as nothing holds me up due to medical, I'll be back then.
Good. Be good to have you back. And glad you got back safely from the trip to Africa.
Yes, same here.
Yeah. Africa is not really dangerous by people. It's more, animals.
Yeah. Well,
Did
yeah, you could come back with parasites for one thing. Malaria.
I had us on meds for malaria the entire time we were there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there's only one appropriate question there. Did you bless the rains while you were there?
I did several times. I also got to feel what 125-degree heat feels like.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That was fun altogether. I mean, COVID made it to where we couldn't go anywhere really.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, of course, 125, once you get above a certain point, it's just fucking hot. It doesn't matter. And yes, we are offline, so I can say that now.
Okay, good.
They killed the stream.
Okay, well, I'm going to bail out then.
Yeah, it's after midnight here, so I should probably go to sleep too, even though I've been drinking NOS. So that's going to be fun.
Hey, good gaming, everybody.
Hey, good game, everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all too? Oh,
Yep, that was
Dennis.
fun.